Shut up and sit down.
There you go. Hopefully we're live, folks. Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and welcome to the New Year's Day buddy build off, whatever you want to call it, of our little wooden bit. So I've got a little gramophone going on there.
I've got a marble run.
Oh, nice.
And myself, I've got a nightlight to build.
Happy days. So first things first, folks. Happy New Year to you all. You know, you got everything off of Father Christmas that you wanted, because us lazy gits haven't been on over Crimbo because we didn't want to hog the airwaves, so to speak. So we took a week off. So welcome back. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or you can click the join button below this or any of my other video content and become a member. There's affiliation links in the description and all of that. They're normally up there, but I'm on StreamYard today, so they're not. What else? Oh, yeah, on screen we've got, obviously, Dangerous Dave. And we've got Kev's plastic scales. Yeah, a couple of me Zoom buddies have come in to keep me company. I'm sure Medlock might pop along at some point. I know he said he fancied coming in, so I'll keep an eye on Messenger for a Ross panicking going, where's the link? So, yeah. But anyway, whilst... good impression, that, wasn't it?
There's the link, there's the link, there's the link.
Yeah, where's the link? Well, he's like a little ferret, isn't he? He's like, where's the link, where's the link?
Yeah. Like a little ankle biter, isn't he? Don't let go.
Yeah, that dog that old women carry up under their armpit, and they go, foul. Yeah, start as we beat to carry on, eh? But yeah, anyway.
I think model making cats a bit bigger than them.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. We'll have a quick looky. It's going well, isn't it? Quick looky-loo in the chat there to see who's there. Oh, look, we've got Kevin Stevens in, Dave. He's there, isn't he? Saying morning to everyone. And that old McNichols in saying Happy New Year. Let's pray together. 2023 is better than 2022. Modelling-wise and life-wise. Good sentiments at all. Because 2022 was a pain in the arse, wasn't it?
It was a bit of a pup.
It was a fag end of a year, wasn't it? It really was. We had all the shenanigans going on. I've got to be careful because I'm going to have a wibble, you know. We had all of the...
At the stage, you want me to start ringing the bell?
Yeah, we had the magical merry-go-round going on, didn't we? We had Liz pop her clogs, and the flappy ears has turned up. We need a pampered prince. So, yeah, it's been a weird year, isn't it? I'm trying to remain diplomatic so that I don't go into a full-blown wibble, and I'm not succeeding. Jackie's in the chat, he says, deflecting the issue. Saying Happy New Year to all in chat. Al says, and so say all of us, to everyone who sees themselves part of the modelling community, Happy New Year, Jackie 2023. He says, morning, Festa and Dave, and whoever else drops by for a chat. Your followers are ready and waiting for you. Cheers, Hercule. Lovely jubbly. Apologies for being off over Crimbo, but yeah, we just fancied a break, didn't we, folks? And yeah. Matthew Ward is in, says afternoon, ladies. Afternoon, Matthew. I hope you're doing all right, mate. Done myself a special new hairdo just for you, mate.
Oh,
yeah, it's a wide parting, Dave. Look at that. Well, isn't it? Eh? It ruins the white balance on me webcam.
Hey, could have warned me. I would have put my sunglasses on.
Yeah. Oh, no, let's put me hat on. There you go. You get. He's saying, yeah, I'll look at you showing off with your barnet. Dave saying hello. Al says it's Yerry Cornerflake himself. Dominique Cuckoo is in, says good afternoon and Happy New Year. Afternoon, Dominique. How you doing? Al says, by gum, Paris put on a spectacular fireworks show. Really impressive waste of money was fired into the sky. Nice to see you having a wibble, Al. Good for you.
Nothing changes there, then.
Yeah, we had the big old display fireworks going off across the green there. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, they started off around here about 6 o'clock last night.
Yeah. James says Festa hugs and Dave hugs and Happy New Year to everyone and all of that lot.
Hi,
Happy New Year,
JC.
James. Oh, excuse me. We're live, David. I'm still yawning.
Yep.
Andy McLeish is in, says hello, folks. Hello, Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Keith's in. Hi, everyone. Wishing you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, fella. Bobbins is in, says Happy New Year, chaps, chums, mates and pals. And to you, Bobbins, mate. Thanks for your continued support, mate.
Hi, Bobbins.
Hope you have a wonderful 23. Keith says hi to Andy. Al says hi to Bobbins. And much all saying hello to each other there. So I'm going to leave my be.
Hello, Keith.
Yeah, it's nice to see everyone in. What's a cliche saying there? For Festa being diplomatic. I must have woke up in another looniverse. Yeah, it has been known, mate. I'll put a picture up yesterday because I thought I'll come to the bench and just have a ferret around. And I was having a bit of a crummy day and feeling sorry for myself, as you do. So I sauntered in here and done a load of tracks, and I'll put a picture up saying, oh, I've been really good today. I've done a lot of these and not a single swear word. Mate, the amount of people that had my back and went, really? Are you ill? Charming, isn't it? They know me too well.
Oh,
It's a bloody conspiracy. With that, I'm going to go and sulk and go on the bench cam.
All right, then. Well, I'll do the same.
So, yeah, switch down to that. I've got the chat going down there. It looks like it anyway. Yeah, I have. Doing all right there. I've had an update on my software because it's gone from dark mode to white mode, but I can't be bothered to change it. Just in case Marcy's watching, still get your Christmas card on the bench. Oh, and Wendy's. So, yeah, I'm doing a gramophone.
Yeah, it's what a way for the viewers and that. Hey, sober up on New Year's Day with us lot.
Yeah, it's they're all sitting at home going, I can't remember asking Father Christmas for this bloody lot. Yeah, did you miss us? Sitting here, wonder why my head's got hot. It's because I've still got my hat on. Hey, look. Oh dear. Right. Oh God, look at all them little bits. Oh, what?
Oh, Jesus. What have I bought?
Yeah, it's like, I wish I'd opened it now. Oh, of course, Dave, not that someone's cheated, right? But if you want to have a look at someone's bench, they might have sanded all of theirs already, Dave. Cheating bastard.
I know.
I didn't have to
Comes
sand
on
any
here.
of it.
Yeah.
It popped out nicely, and I didn't have to sand any of it.
I did it now. Yeah.
And that's what Jackie said.
Start the year as you mean to carry on, Jack. Oh, ding dong, look at that lot. Oh, what? Oh, bloody hell. How long did we give ourselves on this? 4.
I don't know if this will get finished because I've got.
Going well for you, Dave, is it?
It is. I thought I'd get theirs, and now I've realised just what I've let myself in for. I think it's 200 and something parts in this. I don't think I'm going to get it finished.
So, are we happy that we have all chosen wisely? I'll put Dave up to ask him that question. So, Dave, are you happy with the choice of kit you've made?
Can I answer that one later on?
That's made my day. Look at that sprue of bits.
That.
Oh, ding dong.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a nice lot of stuff you've got there, Dave. I'm
We've got
pleased.
7 sprues, and then we got a box of bits.
I'm pleased for you, mate. I've got a grand total of 4 sprues with a few small bits, not as many as you chose. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm really quite glad I didn't choose that one, if I'm honest.
Colin,
Yes, mate.
you want to see my ball bag?
Oh no, I've already seen it once. Yeah.
I've got a bag of balls.
Yeah, I just need to clarify that, just in case people think that, you know, I've gone a bit broke back on them. Many moons ago, we was setting up our 3D printers, and it was a rather hot and climatic day, wasn't it, Dave?
Might be, yeah.
Dave's printer might not have been behaving, so out of frustration, he went and made a cup of tea, come in, threw his legs up on the bench, and one of his little airy brains decided to roll out, and I got to know Dave a lot better than I once did. I still haven't got over the shock.
So we're about equal then after the shock that you gave me before Christmas.
Yeah, you still haven't gotten over that, have you, mate?
No. So we're about 1-1.
We are, mate. Well, I'm really happy with my kit choice. So, are you, Kev?
I'm very happy with
I mean, look at him. Look at him, the way he's got it all fucking laid out and everything, isn't he, eh? And, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, sorry about my F-bomb there, folks. Yeah.
doesn't help. Don't, plan ahead.
Yeah, prior planning. Yeah, and preparation. Yeah.
Prior planning, that sounds like cheating to me.
Funny you should say that, Dave. I was thinking along the same lines, but I didn't want Kevin to feel guilty in any way that he's a cheat. Because I'm not bitter, Dave, are you?
No.
Not a bad little kit choice, this, Kev. Not looking at Dave's camera, because... Yeah.
Well, yeah, once you look at Dave's camera, you can see you've made a better choice.
Oh, absolutely. I left it to the missus, and I must admit I'm inspired by her choice. The lovely Sarah Jane is turned up. I think I tuned in, she says, at the wrong moment. Yeah, you did, Sarah Jane. I was recounting a very shocking, traumatic experience that I had. But Happy New Year to you, darling. Lovely to see you in.
Sarah Jane.
And, yeah, Dave has chosen very wisely his kit, and he's very appreciative of the decision he made. Oh, dear.
Dave will be all right.
All right. All my bits keep falling out the sprue, which is handy. We got a bit of that. Apparently there's a printed side. Oh, is there? Oh yeah, I can see it. There's me thinking, yeah, that's the bit I want. First sprue I pick up, it's got all the wrong bits on it. See it. Closing the carved number on it, Cole.
Carry on, mate.
Yeah, we're good at this, Dave, aren't we, mate?
Yeah.
Well, I've pushed one bit out the sprue, so I've done well.
We'll all be good.
Apparently that goes in there. Happy days.
Like modelling should be. It's all a bit of fun.
It's only a laugh, isn't it? Apparently that goes in there. Oh, that clever.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Each to their own.
You go stick your bits in the wrong holes. It's going to be one of them, I think.
It is, mate, isn't it?
You'll have to make sure you don't get those marbles rolling backwards, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry?
You'll have to make sure you don't get those marbles rolling backwards.
Oh, my balls will go the right way.
Oh, no. Say it's just, yeah, he's talking about his airy brain again. Paul Christopher's in, saying afternoon. Hello, Paul, how you doing? Kevin, James says does this mean that Kev will have his build finished by the time Dave's finished sanding his first piece? Well, we know Kev's competitive and he likes to win, so me, I don't particularly care. I'm just chilling. What else have we got going on? I think Panzer's popped in somewhere. Oh, I saw Andy McLeish mention it. There you go. There's Panzer. Panzer says Kev has become the new Fox. Oh dear, one's bad enough. Don't want another one, do we?
The new Fox? Nah.
Yeah. Oh.
More like the new village idiot.
Oh, you do well with us two then. We don't pretend to be anything other than what we are, which is two goony buffoons, mate.
Yep.
I like being 7, Dave, didn't you, mate?
Oh, definitely.
It's great fun. Apparently we've got 4 of them. Oh, happy days.
4?
Yeah, 4. Tiny little things they are. Paul J. Lewis is in, saying Happy New Year, chaps. Hello, PJ. How you doing? Joseph Kelly's in, saying hello.
Afternoon, guys. Happy New Year to you all.
Yeah, big Happy New Year hugs to you all, folks. I'm desperately trying not to ignore chat because, it's, you know how good I am at that, folks.
Yep, that's going to work well for you.
Yeah, it'll be the first New Year's resolution that I break that, won't it? That and doing monthly bench updates. Yeah, it's that time of year, Dave, where I say I'm going to do monthly updates this year, Dave. Yeah.
What, is that on the same day that you'll have a squadron of pink pigs flying backwards upside down in the sky?
Yeah, your support's noted, Git. It's all right. I'm not bitter. Third. Oh, that goes in there, Carl. Well, there you go. Doing well here.
So, Dave, did you have a nice time up at Mum's for Christmas?
I did. It was very relaxing and it was nice.
You was mothered, weren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, you was proper pampered.
Good. As long as you had a good time, that's all that matters, and had a good rest up and a good feed up.
Oh, I was well fed.
Oh, really? Have you had to adjust your belt and punch a new hole in it, Dave? You have, haven't you?
Don't know yet because I haven't put a belt on.
Sarah Jane says, I finished roughly 24 kits last year. Easier slow standards, but took pictures of the latest this morning. The 2023 award for the most subtle hint goes to Sarah Jane.
It didn't take her long, did it?
Didn't take her long, did it? Yeah, I've posted some pictures. Yeah, if you've emailed me, I'll bung them up once we come off air, darling.
I was going to say, don't send them to fans who'll be waiting 6 months before they get anywhere near.
Yeah, if you send them to him, it'll be 2024, mate. I've joined 2 bits together. I'm so proud of myself. Please go squadron of pink pigs. You mean the 402 pork chop? Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Everyone's saying Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah, it's... Don't you think it went quick, though, that week? It flew by, didn't it?
It was gone before we knew it even started.
Yeah.
It all goes too quick anyway.
We've had our first celebrity death of the new year as well. One of the Pointer sisters sadly departed. Sadly no longer with us. I think it's going to be a bit of an odd year this year, to be honest with you. I don't know. I've just got this horrible feeling, mate. You know that feeling in your water, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of that, you know?
Oh, you got one of them, have you?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that we're not going to be proud to be British this year for some reason. I've just got that horrible, you know, that you get that feeling that the country's going to have a bit of a sad situation going on. I don't know. I think people are getting disgruntled, and I think it's going to get a bit silly. I really do. I hope it don't, but I don't know. It's got this horrible feeling. But anyway, let's try and keep on the bright side, eh, Cole?
That's all we can do.
Yeah, bit of that.
Be positive.
Absolutely, one of them. And one of them.
Give him half hour, he'll be running around with the rest of them saying, bring out your dead.
You're not far wrong, Dave. Okay, so we got a bit of that. We got a bit of him. Like that. Okay. And I would have thought all the letters go inside, but because, yeah, you know, no one seen on the outside, do you? We'll see. Looks like it's got an inner case and an outer case. See what I did? Sarah J says, I've not sent pictures as I'm eating while cooking some noms. No worries, love. Painting and gluing and decaling, still in shell shock from fireworks. World War III here it was. Yeah, we had the big display fireworks going off at the Green, but we also have the local kids get hold of them and they start letting them off around the neighbourhoods and that. And yeah, it just gets a bit daft. Hearing the old folk come out going, will you go away with them really loud fireworks? As you can imagine, Dave, that's not what they say.
I was going to say, is that the polite edited version?
Yeah.
I would say very much so polite and edited.
Yeah. All right, we got a bit of that. Atto says, why is it only Kevin is using wood glue? Why? Because mine is a resistance fit, Atto. I can use wood glue if it's bugging you, but I don't see the point in wasting it when I don't need it, mate.
No, mine's resistant fit as well. It's resisting every opportunity it's got.
So
I'm only using it, Atto, to fit in the acetate.
Yeah.
Because you've got frosted acetate and clear acetate to go in for the screen and as a diffuser. Absolutely.
So, yeah, in answer to your question, a very thoroughly intense question it was as well. Apologies for upsetting you by not using wood glue, but I don't need it, so I'm not going to waste it.
Wait a minute.
There you go. Actually, it helps if you do it that way, Cole, because, yeah, it goes in easier. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Start
Are you easing yourself in again, are you?
Oh, mate, start the year as I carried on the last one by the look of it, isn't it, mate? Yeah. Festerisms are out already, folks.
No, can't run the other way.
So what's your plans for 2023 then, guys? Have you got any plans that you've made?
I haven't made anything yet.
Yeah.
Normally, if I go for the New Year's resolution, it's normally broken within the first day or so of it being made. So,
well, mine used to always be to give up smoking, but I've done that years ago. So,
well, yeah, I did that. So I can't do that one.
Yeah, mine is mainly to have a happier year with health.
yes.
And for other people to not be suffering so much as what they are.
Yeah.
Or have been.
Yeah, for me, it's just people getting along with each other rather than hating on each other. And yeah, that's pretty much my thing, you know, let's just be nice, you know, it's, yeah. Not much really, is it, to ask for, but.
No. Is that being directed at the politicians to be nice to each other?
I just think everyone needs to be a bit nicer to each other. You know, we don't have long on this godforsaken ball of rock and water, and it would just be nice if people got on a bit better. I doubt it'll happen, but it would be nice if they did. We can live in hope, Dave, can't we?
Yeah, big hope.
Yeah, big hope, Bob Hope, and no hope, isn't it? Is that the right one?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Apparently it is. It's got an arrow. Yeah.
An arrow?
Yeah, it says note the direction. I have duly noted the directions to the instructions. Sarah Jane forgot to mention she got herself some Malibu delivered, first glug since last January, and was well needed due to an high blood count. Yeah, there you go, mate. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. A nicely chilled Sarah Jane is what it's all about. Well, I hope you thoroughly enjoy your bit of Malibu, love. All right, we got one of them. That's got a bit of that in there. Oh, this is a foldy-woldy, bendy, isn't it? Ah.
That sounded so wrong.
Didn't it? I'm looking at the post-it, Dave, because I desperately don't want to say what I was going to.
No, you was thinking about it now, weren't you? Come on, tell the truth.
I was. Well, you wouldn't believe it, mate. I was. All right, we're going to have a bit of that. We're going to pop it out. There you go. No.
Don't pop it out.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Candygram for Mongo's in says, hello, happy new year to Festa Dave, Kevin, Sarah Jane, Andy Atoll, PJ Dominique, Panzer Uggs, and everyone in the yeah. Atoll's New Year's resolution is to wean himself, wean my girlfriend off of spending in a new M5 BMW. Okay, here he goes. Not spending New Year at a cell somewhere down in England close to the M corridor. Yeah, okay. Fine. All right, we've got a bit of that going on. Yeah. See, the clue is, Cole, don't put it in upside down because you'll make yourself look a right tit in a trance, mate. There we go. There's the bendy. I like that.
That's normal then, is it?
Yeah, pretty is, mate. It is for me at the moment, mate. You know when you have the Midas touch sometimes, when you pick something up and everything goes a bit Pete-tong? It's been a bit like that. So when I started them tracks yesterday, I thought I really have chosen the wrong thing to do. And actually, it went swimmingly. I think much to my surprise and everyone else, when I said about not swearing, it was like, I thought I'd get a bit of moral support off of me followers, but no, they all pretty much threw me under the bus, Dave.
You've enjoyed doing that.
I have. I find it therapeutic, Kev. And I need to get out more and get a life, don't I?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Look at that. Whoa, look at that. All bendy, shapey. Have you some of that? Brum, 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 brum. Right. I'm happy now. What's going on in chat? I'm desperately trying to keep my New Year's resolution of paying more attention to the chat. Sarah Jane says, wondered why the Fuzz helicopter was out there and the M1 nearly got shot down by the fireworks. Yeah, we had the bird in the sky up last night. So, yeah. Obviously, something was going on that shouldn't have been.
Yeah, silly enough. Everywhere, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's always that thing, innit? Someone goes out, smells a wet beer mat and thinks they're Rambo, don't they? You know, it's like, yeah.
Well, it's not that. They've been having purges, haven't they, with the old drink driving?
Yeah.
Because people still don't take any notice of it, to be honest, do they?
Yeah.
Well, they will do when they get a ticket.
Well, down here, they basically said anyone caught will not only spend Christmas in lockup, but their car's going to get crushed. It's like, yeah. Not only is it going to get crushed, they're going to watch it get crushed. It's like, oh. I don't know whether anyone has had to suffer that yet, because I've not had any feedback off of my mate's missus, but I'm sure she'll tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they'll ever stop it, if I'm honest, though. I think, you know, it's in people, isn't it?
I think that's the main problem.
You know, it's that classic, I won't get caught mentality.
I won't get caught, and then suddenly they do get caught.
Yeah. Yeah. Al says, yeah, it seems she was travelling north to me at double the speed limits trying to impress in her new car. I was going to say, why would she go twice the speed limit to come and see you? See what I did there?
Oh.
He's not laughing, is he? No. Oh, dear.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's another subscriber gone. Right, see, 5 times 4. I want 4 of them. Happy days.
4?
I want 4, Dave. There we are.
4 handles.
Fork handles for forks. Right. The cliche says, yeah, how do we stop drunk drivers? Well, our landlord, I mean, I can remember going in pubs back in the day up in the smoke. And if you walked in and you had a few, or, you know, you was having a drink, the landlord would always come over and go, "You've got a car outside, mate?" And of course, stupidly, you go, "Yeah, of course I have. Put your keys in the jar, please, if you don't mind." And that was how it was. And I thought that was pretty damn shrewd. Because
you don't get landlords like that no more, Colin.
Yeah. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. It would be, well, put your bloody keys in there, because I'm not going to stand here and let you drive a car, you know. And rightly so, you know, because it was always the way, innit? You'd go out, you didn't have any intention of drinking, but someone would always buy you a beer. You know, so, yeah.
I used to find it, like, for instance, I'm going to go out and have a quiet night. Yeah. That was the fatal thing.
Yeah, it don't always work like that, does it?
No. And the night you intend to go out and get hammered, you can't. That was back in the day, though.
Yeah. Sarah Jane says, crush the car and charge them for doing it. Yeah, they are strict down here, but we used to have quite a big problem with it. And they got, I wouldn't say draconian, but the old bill had had enough of it, basically. And I suppose if you're going to RTAs and you're seeing the stupidity that is happening and the damage that it does, not just to the person driving, but to the innocent bystander, I can imagine you're going to be a draconian, aren't you? Because you're going to get sooner or later fed up with seeing it. Sarah Jane says, thumbs up, peeps, please. Yes, it does help, folks. It really does. It helps recommend the video to new people, and also it just boosts it in the ratings and helps grow me channel. So massive thanks for anyone that does do a thumbs up. If you want to do a thumbs down, leave a comment as to why. But remember, you need to press the button twice.
You're 2D7.
Oh, 2 D7s. Is that a D2? No, yeah. Joke's gone, Cole.
No, it's a double D.
There you go. That's better.
Right.
Now it
will take time.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Put my fan on in a minute, Dave. It's cooking in here, mate.
The lights are working okay.
It's either that or it's me. JC Bricks and Builds has been a member for 24 months. Happy days.
Hey.
24 months, James. And my New Year's resolution this year, James, is to pull me thumb out my back so I can get that bloody death race shipped up to you, mate.
That's what you said.
I know. Need to. I got quite so many builds that I had started that I need to finish. So that's my conscientious decision is to pull me thumb out my backside and get it sorted. That was a bit of SpongeBob, I do believe, for James. Let's move that so I can have a swig of drink because I've got a throat drier than Gandhi's flip-flop.
Drier than Gandhi's flip-flop. That must have been very dry.
You go. I'll take my meds.
Yeah, wash it all out, but then just
I did.
Leave
Right.
it sitting in water.
Sarah Jane's police used to show the twats pictures of what a car does to people, and then the court's told not to, as it was too graphic. Yeah, we had quite a bit of that. They used to send them to the RTA classes so that they could see the consequences of their actions, and then it got deemed too, like say, too graphical.
Yeah, we used to get the every sort of like school holidays or when it was the fates or whatever time, and
Yeah.
you used to get the fire brigade and that set up area within the town,
Yeah, yeah.
showing you how they cut cars apart and everything after.
Yeah. Out with the jaws of death, wasn't it? Or the jaws of life, should I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
When you see the state of some of them, but then when you're travelling up the motorway and all of a sudden you see the cars on their roof and all that as well, and you think, oh dear.
Yeah, it's quite a scary day, Kev, isn't it, mate?
It is.
You know, it's, yeah. And no one wants to see people.
Then you get
like
all the idiots rubbernecking on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on over there? Yeah.
Yeah, and then it causes another accident.
Yeah, and then they wonder why they've just driven up the back of someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That used to be a finable offence. Is it still a finable offence, rubbernecking? Because they used to pull you up for it, didn't it, the Rozzers?
Yeah. At one time.
I think it still is, although I don't think you get so much nicked now, but if you're seen to be rubbernecking, you get hollered at.
Yeah, you get a pretty stern telling off, don't you?
Just a bit.
You know, oi, you slaphead, will you stop rubbernecking? Yes, officer. Candygram says, loving my new visor magnifier. It's a real game changer. Thanks to all who recommended one. I got it from Festa's Amazon link. Oh, and he's put a link in. Top man.
Oh.
Because, yeah, I am the world's worst person at pimping my own thing. Yes, folks. As someone said to me in one of the streams recently, I didn't even realise you had a website. Yeah. So, yeah, there is a website, folks, Festa67sworkshop.com. On there are the links to my Amazon store. If you would like anything added, just back me a message by going on the contact page. Give me a link to what it is you're after, and I'll add it to the website. I get a little tiny kickback, and you get your bits and bobs anyways. So, yeah, I think there's a link in the description of the website. So go and have a looky-loo. Don't be shy in asking me. And I'll add whatever it is to your appropriate website. Appropriate Amazon link. Let's get me Spudger out and do that off of there, because that would be easier. Yeah, helps you pop the right one out, Cole. That's probably why you couldn't get the bit to go in, you Burke, because you've been putting it in the wrong hole. Moving on.
Did smash again.
Yeah.
Only the wrong hole.
I thought I'd got away with that. Obviously, I didn't.
Wrong old Festa.
Yeah, you're only supposed to blow bloody doors off. There you go. That worked well, Cole. That's what tweezers are for, mate. Picking up all them small bits that Edward Spanner hands won't let you. So much easier, isn't it? Done 72 tracks yesterday. Not an issue. 2 prongs on a gramophone. It's like, yeah. Oh, dear.
Definitely going to be one of them.
So have you done your first video build yet then, Kev?
Not yet.
You've had 10 minutes. What's taking you so long?
I know. I should get there. It's all going to happen in the new year.
Yeah, he's not done it yet, Dave, has he?
Oh.
I'm building up a bit of experience by coming on and...
Yeah, Medlock's in, says the afternoon
enjoying
about me New Year in.
Enjoying myself
Hello, Ross.
with you guys.
Absolutely.
Afternoon, Ross.
Yeah. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing all right. Have you some of that? Have you a bit of him? Apparently there's arrows on this one as well. Note the direction of the arrow. Right, I've noted the direction of the arrow. What do you want me to do with it now?
There we go.
It's going well, this, isn't it?
It's a good bit of fun.
Pardon me. It is, mate. I like these little different builds at Crimbo time.
Hang on. Wait a minute.
Stefan Last is in, saying hello. Hello, Stefan. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Stefan.
Oh, yeah, Stefan.
Nice to see you in. There you go. That's the drawing. Right. Let's just pop that in there. That sounded wrong. I need to slip that in there. Stop it, whoever that is.
Is there someone sniggering at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the back corner.
Yeah. But I'll be telling Jackie. It was Jackie sniggering, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. Good to see she's still 7.
It was that snigger.
It's that one-track mind she's got, isn't it?
Well, you know, just the same as last night, you know, 1 glass of wine, that was it. She had them all in the
I
spirits.
cleaned it up, Jackie. I was about to say I'm having trouble getting it to slip into its hole, but...
She's not spat her coffee
But it
over
was
her
suggested if it was a bit tight to use a bit of Vaseline on your timber. I know it sounded so wrong, but...
yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got a bit of that going on and all. There you go. And one of them. There you go. Bit of that in there. Persuasion fit these, isn't they, Dave? You noticed that?
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it? I'm having to be now so diplomatic on how I say things because I now know that there's a Jackie there sitting there sniggering at everything I'm saying. And look, it's got a big old drawer, slidey kins. Hey, whoa. I'm pretty impressed with me. So that's my gramophone done. I'm done. No, I'm not honest. Kev nearly cricked his neck then when I said that. Bloody done. Now, Kev, this is the question that might make Jackie snigger. So, Dave, how's your build going, mate?
I'm getting geared up here.
Are you happy with your choice, mate?
No.
Al says, I had an accident yesterday with the Hoover. He nudged his neck Ramunda tower and it smashed into more bits than it took to build it. Oh, geez. No, mate, sorry to hear that.
Nice.
One, is it savable? If not, use the greebles for a diorama build for another build, mate.
One, 2, 3. One of them.
He's good, isn't he?
17.
Apparently, that's... He...
One, 2.
No, I must say this is fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Different, isn't it?
Well, it's like the last couple of years when we've done the puzzle builds, haven't on New Year's Eve.
That's it, yeah. I mean, we just fancy something different this year, Dave, didn't we?
Yep.
We're really glad we chose these wooden kits, Dave, didn't we, mate?
We are.
We'll come off there and he'll go, yeah, I ain't getting one of them next year. I'm going back to me puzzles. Okay.
Wouldn't it be good?
See what you did there, Dave. Go that way? Yeah, it does. Yeah. So we've got that, and that. According to that, that's square pegs on. Square pegs on there. If I'd say hello to Ross. There you go. It went in there. Matthew Ward saying hello to Ross. Sarah Jane saying hello to Ross. They're all saying hello to Ross in there. Hello, Ross. There you go. Have you a bit of that? There's a resounding creak there. There you go. Days. Get the spudger of spudginess out. Press them in. Go. Up a bit bites the dust. Oh, says anyone interested in a weather-related information, it's hammering it down here in the northeast tip of Scotland. It's cloudy here, but we had a bit of an earlier, mate, where it was a bit windy Miller Dave, wasn't it, mate?
It was tuning it down earlier on, and I thought, well, I was going to go out, and then thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay indoors.
Yeah, I'm going to stay indoors because, yeah. Andy McLeish has been a member for 8 months. There you go. Congratulations, Andy. 8 months I've had to put up with him, Dave.
8 months?
Yeah. Should have a bit of SpongeBob coming up on screen imminently, Andy.
8 months of all of these Rupertisms.
Yeah. Yeah. Bless him. Right, that'll need a bit of glue because, yeah, that sticks really badly. There you go. Let's have a bit of that.
Right, so,
First bit of glue is coming out.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be all posh and get stuck up on us.
Yeah. PJ's been a member for 8 months as well. Happy days. Thank you for your memberships. All goes to help keep the content coming, folks. It's massively, massively appreciated. Don't forget, folks, a perk of becoming a member, cue the segue coming, is that you get access to the Zoom 24/7 hangout. And as you saw Christmas, the Festa and Friends stream, we are a complete bunch of idiots when we're together. So if you want to be a part of that gang and get future opportunities of coming in on the Friday show, consider becoming a channel member. All right. And pop in the Zoom 24, say hello to everyone. It's your one-stop hangout. And, yeah, just go in, shoot the breeze, chillax, and have fun, folks. There you go, PJ. I've pimped the 24/7. He should be getting a bit of SpongeBob as well for being a member. Paul Allen Riders popped in to wish everyone an happy new year and that this year's a good one. Same to you, Paul. I hope everything goes according to plan for you in 2023, buddy.
Yep.
Happy New Year to you, mate.
Happy New Year and all that.
Sarah Jane says, Andy, I'm officially in the Git Club. PJ said so. Oh. Welcome to the Git Club, Sarah Jane. Nothing wrong with being in the Git Club. Right, what do we want?
I suppose it depends on what Git Club you're in.
Yeah. Got a couple of them. Everyone's saying hello to each other there. Jeff Light is in, says a very happy new year to everyone. Same to you, Jeff.
Jeff.
Hope you had a nice 2023, mate, and life is a bit kinder to you, mate. Dominic says, I still can't find out to become a member, but I have PayPal, not a credit card, just a bank account. He indicates a card is required or I'm looking wrong. That is just by clicking the join button. I think you can do it on PayPal. I think you can. So, yeah. It's basically YouTube's choice, isn't it? As far as I know, you can do it on PayPal. There are other members in that have joined, have gone.
Patron.
Yeah, it could become a patron by going over to patreon.com /Festa67's workshop and click the join button there. And that takes PayPal, doesn't it? Patreon?
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. So there are options, mate. And you're more than welcome, Dominic. I'm sure you'll fit in extremely well. And I think you'll have a good giggle doing it and all. Yeah. But yeah, the YouTube membership, I don't know whether that's card or PayPal, to be honest with you. I can't remember.
No, it's probably all every payment method you can think of.
Yeah, but yeah, you could always just consider being a patron instead, mate. It's the same thing. Tiers start as little as £1. Gets access to the 24/7. Links in Patreon as well as YouTube, folks. And yeah, I would say come and join the mayhem.
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 We will get McLeish in there one day. Just so that we can mock him.
That's probably why he's not bothered.
Yeah.
He knows he's going to get mullered.
Paul Allen Ryder says, yes, you can use PayPal, Dominique. I do. There you go. Thank you, Paul, for passing that on, mate. Right, got a bit of that going on there. There you go. It's all coming together now. Sarah Jane says, Butcher Dave and PJ said I'm now a Git. Oh, bless you. Oh, poor Sarah Jane. You can have a spider pig for your trouble.
I'm sure she's well chuffed about that.
I'm going to put my fan on because I'm a bit warm. One of them hot and cold days. You know the ones.
Yeah.
All right. B5. Apologies for the fan vibration in the background, folks, but
Can't hear anything at all, Colin.
All right, mate. It's just I need to cool down. So. McLeish says, mock me, you say. You've been doing that for 3 months, all over a bag of crisps. Well, you want to go and eat Rupert crisps, mate. That's your problem. That's all I'm saying. I had forgotten all about that, Andy. Thank you so much for reminding me. Andy is a Rupert. Andy is a Rupert. I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't want that bit.
He is a Rupert of the first order.
A grade A Rupert, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. Put me bits.
Okay.
Pardon? Oh, cut me. Right. That's the reason why you can't find them, Carl, is because you've got it upside down, you pillow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, clues in the little arrow that says flip upside down. Yeah. Going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
McLeish goes one time, he says. One time. Andy, you should know by now, mate, it only takes one occasion, mate, before you do something that we all mock you for, mate.
Rupert.
Don't hold back,
Yeah.
Dave.
It doesn't take long.
Yeah. Do you think he knows someone called Humphrey and Hector?
Cuthbert.
Cuthbert, yeah. Crawford and Finley.
Humphrey.
Yeah. Yeah. I reckon he knows someone that has a paddock with some horses in it. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I can imagine the language he's using at his screen at this moment, Dave.
Yeah, or he probably knows someone called Billington Smythe Cuthbertson.
Yeah. Huntington Smythe. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I've gone.
The old Volabonts are coming out now.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely Series 3 Land Rover with Burberry and corduroy. Yeah.
Land Rover?
Yeah.
That's a bit common, more like Range Rover.
Oh, yeah, a bit Chelsea tractor, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Range Rover for Rupert.
Yeah. And somewhere in his house, there's got to be a wicker hamper basket. with the red check tablecloth, Dave, isn't it?
Oh yeah, got to be.
Got to be, isn't it? God, my ears are burning. They're burning, Dave.
Oh, can you imagine the language that's being hoyed at the?
Oh yeah. Don't bear thinking about, mate, does it?
Yeah, but I wonder, does he swear like a Rupert?
And flip, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, flippity, flip.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul says, yeah, Range Rover car. Yeah, definitely. Dread, he's got one of them flat caps with a corduroy insert, Dave.
No, I wouldn't have thought it would be a corduroy insert. It'd be a silk and satin.
He's probably got the chauffeur's hat, Colin.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you reckon he's got a butler called, I don't know, Humphreys? Jeeves, because Jeeves would be too.
Is it a butler, or because he's a Rupert, he would have a Batman, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would. He'd have a personal shopper. How big do we think McLeish's entourage is?
Yeah, quite big.
Yeah. I say entourage, it would be staff, wouldn't it? Because, you know, they would have an annex off of his house, wouldn't they? Just west of the atrium. You know. That's the staff quarters over there, behind the paddock. Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Or because he had a bag of Sensations crisps day.
Well, it's not so much that he had a bag of Sensations crisps. It's the fact that he admitted it to everybody that he did.
Yeah.
And he's now paying for it.
Yeah, he's only got himself to blame, Dave. No one made him do this.
No. Not at all.
You know, we didn't force the issue. You know, it's his choice. And he's not regretting it.
He's got to go, folks, cooking and spread Happy New Year to all.
No worries, Paul. You take care, buddy. Thanks for popping in and saying hello, mate. Lovely to see you in. Always nice to see him. Right. We've got a bit of that going on. Got an hole in the corner there. It goes over that hole in that corner. Have you a bit of that?
And Andy McLeish says, actually, my father-in-law does go shooting along with my brother-in-law. And they happily roll up in a Navara.
Ah.
Oh, and in that he doesn't have staff. I have minions. Oh, jolly good.
Definitely a Rupert, any Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Any, Crawford, have you seen Finlay?
Yeah, minions.
Oh no, isn't it, eh?
Minions, is that now the in-word for slaves?
Yeah. I was just about to say poor Andy, and then I stopped myself because it's like, no, never feel sorry for him. It only encourages him.
Why would you feel sorry for it?
I know, it was a lapse of judgment, Dave. Only momentary, mate.
He's a whooper. No one feels sorry for a whooper.
Exactly. Yeah. What's the issue? He says, I'll force my Scythe 12 up your Jaxie. Yeah, there you go, see. All the same, these Ruperts, ain't they? All get a bit aggressive, don't they, Dave?
Oh, no, they do. They like to try to have their power play every so often.
A bit of that going on. All right. That's right.
Ah.
La la la. So yeah, folks, we're doing really well with these kits today. I think we've surpassed our own aspirations, Dave, haven't we?
We're doing all right.
Yeah, we've had no major faux pas or boo-boos yet. I'm going to put the jinx on it now, and I, mate.
I noticed you said yet.
Yeah, I did sort of redeem myself a bit there, Kev, didn't I, mate?
I was going to say, can you keep those thoughts to yourself? Because
yeah, there's still time, Dave.
That D goes into D.
Yeah. Bless you. So you're still happy with your choice then, Dave?
We get in there.
Oh, we are wicked.
Only wicked.
Yeah. I've got this image now of McLeish standing again. Oh, you're wicked, 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 wicked you are. I don't know why. Yeah. He says, my supernatural ability to kill a conversation works like a charm. The static silence, he says, is a masterstroke. I just have music play in my ear. I've got no idea why.
Not guilty.
So, no, it's just a little ring thing that's popped in me logo. So I'm now keeping a little thing out.
Ring.
There you go. Dominique Cuckoo pledged $1.50 via Patreon. Welcome, Dominique. Thank you very, very much for becoming a patron, my friend. Welcome aboard. There's a link.
Yeah, welcome to the group.
There's a link at the top of the Patreon page that gives you the details for the 24/7. And I've just given you a spanner for the channel because you are a patron. As patrons and channel members also become or get the opportunity to be moderators. So welcome aboard, mate. And life as you once knew it is now drastically changed. Fellow patrons are welcoming him as well. Yeah. And like I say, the 24/7 is like a train station. You can go in. Some days there's people in there, lots of them. Other days it can be a bit quiet, but let people know in the chat. If you message me or try and friend me on Facebook, there's a link at the bottom on Patreon on how to do that. And I'll add you to the chat group as well. So you'll be able to see in there then who's in, when they're in, and all of that lot. Matthew Ward says, welcome. Absolutely. Andy McLeish has put in a £2 super chat calling us a bunch of gits. Thank you very much, Andy. You can call me whatever you want, mate, on a super chat. Oh, I've got to open myself up now, wouldn't I, eh?
Oh.
Absolutely. And Athol says, welcome, Dom, from a non-spanner git. Not a problem, Athol, mate. Not a problem. You don't have to be a member, mate. Not a problem at all. It's all optional. It's all by choice. And that's Andy's super chat coming up with a bit of air guitar, bless him. So, got to say, with a bit of air guitar, I'm on StreamYard today, so my widgets aren't live today, folks, so I do apologise. Yeah, look at that. Oh, turny thing.
You and your widgets.
I like a widget, Dave. Tell everyone, though, because they'll all want one. Festa, do you think I would hit you with such a lardy-gunny Graham Lardidar would give you a full-blown battery, Sergeant Major Williams? Sarah Jane says, Dominic is taxed a bottle of Malibu. Funny you should say that, Sarah Jane. I did actually have a member reach out to me saying, who's this lady I've got to buy Malibu for that I don't know? and they promptly cancelled their membership, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it is a joke. I must reiterate, it is a joke. It's an in-joke, and you don't owe anyone a bottle of Malibu. I just thought I'd clarify that. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Otherwise we'd be broke.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was funny. I did find that quite a giggle, that one.
Not looking too bad.
Oh, thanks, mate. I'll try my best. It's because I've got Ellen to starch me boxers, mate. That's what it is. That's just put an image in Dave's head, isn't it? I can tell by the deathly silence.
I think it's put an image in everyone's head.
Hey, mate, it's, we're all friends here. Let's, share the love. I want that face that way, like that. So I'm gonna flop it out.
Oh, I miss this.
Oh, where's me pliers? They're there. Oh dear. Sarah Jane says, "Yeah, it is a joke." Yeah. Please don't take it the wrong way. But yeah. I actually had someone message me, Sarah Jane, and it was like, "Oh, okay." I had honestly never given it a thought that someone would take it seriously, darling. So yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, they stayed their month and then disappeared. Bless them. So if you're out there, no, you don't have to go out and buy Malibu, but it would be greatly appreciated if you did. I'm sure Sarah Jane would love some, but yeah, it's not compulsory. Oh dear. All right, we've got. Do I need to poke that out? That sounded wrong, didn't it?
You go careful with your pokings.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's a cut or whether that's a decoration. I'm going to say it's a decoration for now. Al says he's got a few bottles of German brandy. Should Sarah Jane change drinks? Here you go, that's better. Yeah. Right, so we've got a spinny record. We want that on top of that. Okay.
Spinny records.
Yeah, look at that. Have you a bit of that? Because we'll come back to this when I find my soundboards, and I shall come back and visit this and put a little soundboard in there and have a bit of music playing. Might actually put an MP3 player in it.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Just have it on the bench as a little playlist. Don't know why I'm looking at that. There's no bits left on it. You look. Right. What's that I'm after? It's going well, Dave, isn't it?
You're doing well, mate. You're doing well.
Yeah. Dominic says, luckily, I've got a smart wife. Yeah, I've got one of them, mate. She never lets me know she's smarter than me at all, mate. Never. Never in a million years has she turned around and said, leave it to me. I am the brains of this gig. Okay, love. Never has she reminded me of that fact, ever. And yes, Dave, she is in. I can hear the distinct sound of her trotters echoing around the house.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm so going to be in the doghouse. I can feel it coming out. I can feel the wrath of Khan lurking at me, or looming. There you go. Paul D. Tommaso's in, says, good morning, people. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Don Paul. I sincerely hope you have a better 2023, mate, because, you know, we do look out for each other, mate. Andy says Colin's got a smart wife. She also has a built-in, he's in the kitchen touching things radar. Absolutely, mate. I sent her pictures when she was at cricket. She stayed away for the night, and I had to send a picture with my arm in it with me watch showing the time, just to prove to her that the kitchen hadn't burnt down.
I am so glad you said arm.
There's still time, Dave.
Oh, yeah, there's always time.
And of course, Dave isn't a creep, but whenever she walks in, it's, hello, Mrs. W, you're looking well. It's when he sat there one night, Kevin, he went, oh, you had your hair cut. She went, see, Dave noticed.
Yeah, I think we all go get...
oh, yeah. Hey, your mate noticed I'd had me down. And lovely it looks too. He went, I thought, you kiss ass. Absolute kiss ass, mate, honestly. And I'm sitting here having a go at McLeish. I should be having a go at Dave, shouldn't I, Andy? Yeah.
Yeah, but who was it that got a slap on the head then?
It was me. Because I was bullying you.
Yeah.
For being nice to her.
Yep.
What did Dave do as a mate? That was thoroughly well deserved, and I commend you, Mrs. W, on your chastisement of him.
Yeah, if the boot was on the other foot.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you, if ever I meet your mum, you're going under that bus so quick, mate.
Oh, no, tell me about it.
They'll be, oh, it's lovely to meet you. You ain't as bad as he told us in the hangout.
Right, you have a new person that's joined in the chat. Vernon's Cave. Good afternoon and Happy New Year to everyone.
Hello, Vernon. How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Lovely to see you in. In case you want to know what we're up to, I'm building a wooden gramophone that's going really, really well. Dave is thoroughly happy with his choice. And so's Kev. How your build's coming along, gents? They're all right, aren't they? Yeah,
Mine's
doing
all
well.
done, gentlemen.
Yours is all done. I had a feeling it would be.
Yep.
So he's going to sit there moaning now. He's bored. Well, bored now.
No, I won't be doing that. I'll keep an eye on the chat and whatnot for you.
Cool. You go careful, mate. People will start thinking, hold up a minute. I've been into a Festa stream and someone's reading the chat. Am I ill? Yeah. You go careful, mate. They'll all start talking about me.
Yeah. To say at the moment, I'm going to change my camera and come up the face cam.
That's all right, mate. You do what you want, mate. If you've got something else on the bench, build that. I don't mind, mate. Yes.
I'll try not to scare off your viewers.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Cool, yeah, I'll switch the other camera back on, mate. I thought someone had sent me a gorillagram.
No, it's been great fun. Really has today.
That's what it's all about. Having fun, Kev.
And as I say, thanks for inviting me in.
All right, mate.
It has been good fun.
Yeah, I would say you're most welcome, but, you know, I'm not going to exaggerate. Oh, dear. I'll get my coat.
Well, as you finish so early, Kev, you could always start your video.
Good shout, Dave.
Yeah. Problem is, at the moment, I've got too many shelf queens to finish first.
See the excuses now, Dave.
No, there's no excuse. I don't want to start another kit. I've got about 15 blinking shelf queens to get painted and moved on.
Oh, poor Jackie. That's no way to talk about Jackie. She's not a shelf queen, bless her.
But no, it's when Jackie was bad earlier last year and that with her breathing and everything, I stopped all my spraying and my paints and everything until she got her lungs sorted out. So
yeah, you're gonna, mate, ain't you? Because like I say, you try to eliminate anything that could exacerbate the condition. Exacerbate, big word of the day there, Carl.
Yeah.
Been chewing that dictionary again.
I have, Dave. You're impressed, ain't you, mate?
You're getting a little bit scary now.
I've gone all McLeish, shouldn't I?
Start calling you a whooper.
That, I would say nothing wrong with being a Rupert, but I don't want to encourage McLeish there and let him off the hook.
No, I can't let him.
McLeish says, I think I just saw Kevin's man cave door move. I'm not falling for that because someone did that to me one night and said, I'm sure H stood behind you because the door's open. You could have lit a fag off of the spindle on my chair. I spun round that quick. Yeah, that went well, Carl.
I don't have to, Andy. She's sitting by the side of us.
Yeah.
The door don't move. She's already here. But nah, she's busy doing her diamond art, chilling out, relaxing.
That's the key. Chill out and relax.
And that is quite nice to say, where I've had the move around within the cave for getting bits and pieces in.
Yeah, it's worked a treat, isn't it, mate?
It has. It has worked well.
Similar situation to what you done the other year, Dave. He's had a massive man cave refurb going on.
Oh, good bad.
There you go.
I can't reach that.
Her arms can't quite reach that far, Andy, so I'm just out of reaching distance.
See, my missus has got them Edward Spanner arms, mate. They've got these telescopic rams in them. And she can throw a left hook from the other side of the room and it'll still make contact. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, it'd be different if she had the broomstick, though.
Well, I wouldn't dream of saying that, because I'd get beaten to within an inch of me life. God.
Oh,
what's the matter, Jack?
Yeah, I can remember she used to have one of those yard brooms that was the witch's broom, but she was out there and I was in the lounge and I said to the boys, yeah, I wouldn't go out in the garden just yet, lads, and Mother's got the cauldron out. She only bloody heard me out there. Because you know women, they've got this radar laser sense of hearing, ain't they?
They certainly have.
I would say she flew into the door, but that would have insinuated that she used her broom, which she never did. And yes, Dave. Dear. Yes, she is within range. But yeah, so I learned a valuable lesson that day. It's one of those things. The kids used to do the Scary Mary advert to her. What's up, Scary Mary? Because they saw the phone and yeah, I learned. So yeah. See the speed that your mum's dusting? Yeah, you might not want to call her Scary Mary again, folks. Why is that? Why? Because Dad's life as he knows it isn't worth living when you do that. Bless her.
Yes, Paul, I call it my man cave, but no, it's generally known as the craft room. Like Jackie would sit there either doing some of her diamond art or her crochet.
Yeah.
You know, she comes home from work, she needs to chill out, like we all do. So
absolutely,
it's either that, or if she wasn't in here doing this, she would be sitting in the armchair snoring. So that is one of the fatal mistakes with Jackie.
Oh, I would never say that, Kev. I don't think I've ever known her to do that, mate. She don't believe me, does she? She's shaking her head. I can tell. I can feel it. I'm getting the over the glasses look, ain't I?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, I dodged
later.
I dodged a bullet there then. Candygram says 30 people watching, 20 thumbs up. Will the remaining 10 please give a thumbs up? That would be massively appreciated, folks. It costs nothing, but it does help the channel out by recommending the video to other people, other channels, etc., etc. Just moves it up into people's feeds and people get to see me content. Happy days. Pardon me. Doing segues, Dave, already.
More tea, Vicar, or another cucumber sandwich?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. We're back on the McLeish now because I've, given him a rest for a few minutes. Do we reckon McLeish is a crusts on or a crusts off kind of Rupert?
Oh, definitely off.
Yeah.
You give a Rupert a sandwich with crusts on, and you just confuse them straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, what's these things on the edge of that? Yeah.
Hi, Lynn. How you doing? Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
Lynn Dipple's just come into the chat.
Hello, Lynn. All right, my darling.
Lynn.
Hope you're keeping well, sweetheart. Always nice.
Sweetie's having his sweeties on his corn.
Oh, is he?
Mm.
And
Andy says, croissant, jackass.
Croissant. Oh, he's brilliant. All joking aside, Andy, all joking aside, mate, yeah, thanks for being able to take a joke, mate, because it's all meant in good humour. I'm only saying that because he might have H's number, and I swear blind he'd message her if he did, so I'm in defensive mode now. Self-preservation mode, whichever way. Either way, it ain't going to work because I'll still get beaten. Never forget that when I said that in that supermarket. That time she beats me as well, you know. You ain't know I'll get you home. See, I told you, she beats me. Am I in for a right old shoe-in later? So funny that day that woman looked at her. Oh, one of them priceless moments on the embankment. Oi, you crippled old get a move on. And this woman just stopped dead in her tracks. How dare you talk to your poor husband like that? Of course, by the time I got there, so she hits me as well. Oh, mate, it was hilarious. And then when me and my boys ambled over and I said, we'll let her stand there for a couple of minutes. I said, then she's going to stiffen up because by then that woman's going to have got on her nerves. Yeah. So we gave her the full NASA countdown. It was, yeah. So I was doing all right till I looked over and saw you three pillocks standing there laughing at me. Yeah. But she is, as people say that have met her, she is lovely.
She must be right behind that bloody door then.
God, Dave, you wouldn't believe how close to that door she is, mate. Was it that? Did I give it? I gave it away, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did, didn't I? Yeah, I went too far, didn't I?
He can feel that heavy breathing coming through the door crack, though.
You know, it's not that so much, Kev. I can see the ice forming on the front of the door. No, I didn't say that. Put it this way, if she had a Dalmatian, mate, she'd be called Cruella.
Oh, dear.
Definitely gone and blown it now, haven't I? Okay, we got that. Yeah, we got that. Ah, that's because it goes on that one, Cole. Should we try that again? That's the one. Lynn says, many thanks for the warm welcome. Not a problem, Lynn. You are, as we've said to you before, a part of our inner circle, our inner family, darling. You are always. Just don't tell Dave because he'll talk about us.
Me? No, never. Would I?
Yeah. Does it go that way? Or does it go that way?
Right, guys, we have somebody in the chat, Rise Dan Designs, asking, what are you guys building?
Hello, Josh. How you doing, mate? I am building a little wooden gramophone kit. Is what I'm building, Josh.
And I'm trying to build this.
Yeah.
Which is a marble one.
Because normally our New Year's Day build, we just go for something random. And this year, we are really glad we chose wooden kits, Dave, didn't we, mate?
Hmm.
It's certainly been a change.
Yeah. Yeah, they're different. Fish
They've
bash.
all been good. All been good fun.
They certainly have, mate. That's nice, because that one goes in first. Right there. Spoon. Hopefully you had a good festive season, Josh, or holiday season, whatever you call it out on the stateside, mate. Hope everything went swimmingly for you, mate. Have a bit of that on there. Josh is the guy that does a lot of the interviews of other modelers in the communities, both in America and the UK, so pop over and have a looky-loo at his content. You'll be in for a visual treat. Ooh. There you go. Sit here and have a good play with me on. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, dear. Behave yourself, Jacqueline.
Is that her again?
Yes.
It's terrible today. She's been on the old sauce. She has, hasn't she?
Not today. Well, she had one glass of wine last night.
Oh, there you go.
The New Year.
Oh, how did that go, Kev?
It was all right.
Yeah.
We had a nice evening, a few little nibbles, and
oh yeah. Look at her in the background. Can hear her again, can't we? It's terrible.
Does that mean that Jackie got her cheesy balls out again?
First one of the year.
Spring rolls, jacket potatoes.
Oh, I'll cut in. Al says, was that him that did your interview from Colorado? Yes, it was. Yeah, Josh did an interview with me last year, I think it was, or was it the year before, Josh? I can't remember. But yeah. Ooh. Much fun it was as well. Thoroughly enjoyed it. All right. Please go bendy then.
That didn't sound good. We want all of these bits.
Absolutely. The lovely Wendy Hickson's in with an H. Hello, Wendy. How you doing,
Wendy.
darling?
Happy New Year, Wendy. Hi to you.
Thank you very much for the Christmas card. Pride of place on me bench. There you go, my darling. Thank you. Very glad, Wendy. Always nice to see Wendy. He says, I'm looking for people to interview in February. Subtle hint of the night goes to Josh. Well, I've already done mine. No.
Cool. You always get one smart at it, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not as bad as McLeish. I wasn't a prefect. I said that out loud, didn't I?
What, McLeish was a prefect?
McLeish is there sitting there. I'm going to kill him. I am absolutely going to kill him.
Oh, well, if he was a prefect, that definitely makes him a whooper.
He's probably sitting there going, I'm sitting here minding my own bloody business. Yeah, McLeish was a prefect. Oh, man. He's going to kill me.
You should get a shoey.
Yeah, he's going to absolutely kill me, mate. People often say, why don't you go to Telford? Why? Fear.
Fear.
I wouldn't be able to move, mate, for all the darts being thrown at me, mate.
No, it's probably fear of coming home with all the kits you bought up there. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine trying to explain that?
What it is, Kev, it's the utter fear that he knows that I'll be pushing him around in his chair.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Just like the Dartley and Muttley.
Oh, mate, be a nightmare.
Wacky races. Wacky races, that'll be.
Yeah. It'd go well, wouldn't it?
It'll be good, though. It certainly would.
Yeah. Al says, what's a prefect? He says, I went to a normal school, so we did not have them, just bigger bullies. Yeah. I started out in mainstream school and then ended up going to reform school, which is a totally different, yeah. It's my own fault.
Yeah.
Should have more of them prongs, shouldn't I? Yeah, you know why, Cole? Because you haven't put them on there yet, you spud. Oh, God. Little bloody gramophone. Who would have thought it? That's why. Look, they're there. I looked at it and I thought, well, how am I supposed to put that on? It's got nothing to stick on. It's like, yeah, it's because they're still on the sprue cup. Easily distracted. They used to always be on my school report that and my English teacher going, there is no teaching this pupil English. Yeah. He is unteachable.
And that was only English.
Yeah, you'd never guess it by the factoid, would you? Yeah. Have you met Festa, destroyer and purveyor of all languages known to man? This is why I still think Latin should be brought back, because half the time I think I'm speaking Latin, not English. Right, see these bits, Cole, they go in there, mate. Clues in the fact that they go in there. Oh. Going well this Dave, isn't it, mate? Do you notice we get him on, he's finished his, we ain't even finished ours. How bad are we?
That's not an issue.
Oh, mate, we had no intention of finishing them. It's like, yeah. This is us idiots.
No, it's great fun. It's something different that we normally do.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you normally do over the Christmas period, like with your New Year's build. It's always something.
Happy days, yeah. Got to be done, mate, isn't it?
Oh, certainly has.
Let's try and hold that properly, Cole. There you go. That sounds like someone's strangling their pet cat over there. Ding dong. Either that or my missus has just cast a new spell.
That's probably going in your dinner pot, Cole.
Yeah, you know something though, Kev? It was that realisation just then that I actually said that out loud. Yeah, and that's when you sit there and you think, yeah, I really haven't learned anything, have I?
No, I must say one thing. You know, they're good to us. They're good to us, so why can't we be good to them?
Absolutely. Salt of my earth, she is, bless her.
And you said all the great.
You know, we come out into the caves to get away from them, so we're not getting ourselves into trouble.
I get sent to mine. Oi, start walking, fat boy. Okay, love, I'm on my way. And I go, why? Why have I got to go? Why? Because you're getting leery, you're getting lippy. You're thinking you're in charge. Oh, all right then. And then if I tried to resist, then she goes, don't even think that you can stand there and win any argument. It ain't going to happen. Move. Okay, love. There you go. Works so much better with them in place.
Then your feet are going 100 to the dozen because you can't move quick enough.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it's the fact, Kev, that when I do start, she does the Benny Hill music.
Oh, right.
You know, the old diddle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she'll do Murray Walker. And coming round the corner is Nigel Mansell with us. Oh, really? So, yeah. This is why I pick on McLeish. It's just, you know, makes me feel good about my own bullying that I suffer on a daily basis, you know.
Oh, dear.
Carry on like that and you'll start people thinking you're having a wibble.
Yeah, it's coming close, Dave, isn't it?
I think you boys have done well.
I don't know. I'm playing with my own at the moment. Oh, God. Yeah, that really sounded bad. Yeah. There's still time for it to go massively wrong.
Yeah.
But it's me and delicate parts, Kev. It's going really well. Yeah, we're doing all right.
Oh, it's great fun.
There you go.
Big one.
I know, be afraid, Dave, innit? I mean, look at that. Whoa, innit? Whoa. Oh, that went well. Broke that one clean enough with my clumsy fingers. That's something to make a note of that these have got a bendy in the middle. We'll get super glue out on that bad boy in a minute. Sarah Jane says, having a dad that was a secondary school teacher and went to teaching college with most teachers that taught her, she had no choice, yeah. I don't know what it was with school. I think it was because it was so draconian and authoritative. I just didn't get along with it. I just didn't enjoy the experience at all.
I can go down that line. I'll follow you on that one, Colin.
Yeah, it was coming from a big family. Once they latched on to that, you got singled out.
Yeah.
And, you know, straight away my impression was, well, you've judged me before I've even had a chance to show my capability. So therefore, if that's the judgment you've made, I'll play up to that. Because as kids, you don't think of the consequences, do you? You're giving them what they want, basically. But so I just went all out to create as much mayhem as possible. And
never given a chance.
Yeah, it seemed a good thing to do at the time. Don't get me wrong, because we're kids, we don't know no different. Upon reflection, you look at it and go, yeah, you played into their hands there, didn't you? But
yeah, I felt sorry for my cousin.
Yeah.
Because, like, he had to follow on 2 or 3, 10 years younger than me, but, like, he had to sort of, like, follow on after my name, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He certainly went through it a bit from the teachers.
Yeah. Like a pack of hyenas, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Lynn says, I hope you got a firm box of plasters for when you get splinters. Yeah, I have a first aid kit in here, darling, as well as a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket, because, yeah. Not because I'm sensible, it's because I'm clumsy.
Better to be prepared than not.
Yeah, that's the one thing everyone should have in their work area. Fire extinguisher and a fire blanket. purely and simply because we are surrounded by so much combustible stuff. And like I say, I've got 3D printers in here as well as solvents and stuff, you know. And think of what it would cost you to replace the contents of not just the cave, but the house. Yeah, for the cost of a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket. I preach no more.
So we can say here endeth the first lesson.
Yeah, no, it does open your eyes, doesn't it?
It does when you sit down and think about it.
Yeah. And I will commend PJ because I had this conversation with him one night in the Zoom 24. And he went out and bought a fire extinguisher and a fire blanket because he was like, dude, he said, it's something you don't think about. And he said, but yeah. Right. Top safety tips in here as well.
That's the thing I like about this community. You know, it's not all wares and graces and that. We're all here and we don't mind passing on tips.
Absolutely.
To help other people within the hobby.
McLean says, here end of the first lesson. Oh, Dave, he says, why's your hair on fire? Yeah, notice he said, here, Dave, you know, all right, yes, because I've got none. I know. Right. I ain't.
Well, it's all right, mate. When I had my hair cut this month, I'll save the offcuts and you can make a syrup out of them.
That's all right. I'll get my boy to come down for a barber's day out and give you an haircut just like mine.
Yeah, but mine will grow back.
Grow back.
Yeah, but just imagine having a waxing over the top, though.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that properly. Oh.
Golf some people around it.
I thought of Dave having a waxing, Kev. You've got to put this image in my head now, mate. Got this image now of Dave going in his barber's going, can I have a Brazilian, please? Oh, a bejazzle. Oh, God. I need to get out more.
It doesn't bear thinking about.
Don't, Kev, does it? I've come over all cold and, yeah. All right, let's put a bit of super glue. Al says, that reminds me when I sold my car, I moved my extinguisher to the cellar and when it should be up here in the flat where I've got chemicals galore. Yeah. Honestly, Al, it is surprising, mate. We don't realise sometimes the stuff we've got laying around. And, yeah. Let's have a bit of super glue on there and a little bit of the old rocket on there just to give that a bit of a kick. There you go. The old accelerator. Call that not pen and ink, doesn't it? Ding dong. Oof, that'll clear your head.
Right.
Yeah. Andy says, can I have a Brazilian, please? I'm corpsing. You just imagine it, though. Well, no, you don't want to imagine it, do you? But, yeah. Oh, I just don't bear thinking about it. I really need to get out a lot more than I can.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I don't know, Dave. I don't know. It's the fault of you walking around with them bloody joggers on, mate, with your Harris popping out going, can you wax that whilst you're here?
I'll finish the screw.
Oh, you go careful.
Oh, what's happening, Dave?
I'll finish the screw.
Andy says to Atto, what nuts you put in your mouth, your own business. Yeah, I'm just worrying. Sarah Jane says, on the safety theme, Dave, please wear a respirator when spraying. Yeah, he normally does, Sarah Jane, but sometimes when we're live streaming, we do forget. But normally when we're live streaming, we're only spraying at about 6 or 8 psi, and yeah.
And it's normally acrylic.
Yeah, you're not like me. You don't do the big lacquer bits, do you? So.
I do, but I'm really strict and careful because then if I'm doing lacquer stuff, then it's get the spray booth out, get the table out, make sure that I'm spraying on a Saturday after 12 o'clock so I don't confuse the postman when he tries to put stuff through the letterbox when I'm trying to vent at the same time. And you think I'm joking.
No, he's not. He's not. He ain't joking.
I was spraying away quite happily one day, and I'm thinking, what is going on at my letterbox? And it was a post trying to put the post through, but it was confusing him because...
Yeah, your airbrush, your spray booth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not hard to confuse a postman, mate, is it? Let's be honest.
Well, not really.
No, but that's a natty idea, though.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that goes on the end of the vent hose that you should put out through or jam into a window or whatever, just so happens that it fits perfectly
in the letterbox.
In my letterbox.
Yeah. It only happen to you, Dave, can't it? Well, our postman, I used to have the special instructions, leaving drop box, blah, blah, blah. And you'd go out there and they'd put it on top. It's like, the whole idea of it, mate, you put stuff in it.
What is it? If I have anything delivered by DPD, the instructions are quite simple. Place in cupboard outside of the front door to the right.
Yeah.
Please snap the padlock closed when you've finished.
Yeah.
How many times do I come home and find the padlock's not been snapped closed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes them too long to do that, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the request that difficult?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they're in a hurry and all of that, but it's...
We normally get deliveries where it's just thrown on the doorstep. They don't even ring your bell or whatever to say you've had a parcel delivered.
Yeah. That's why we got the drop box. Yeah. That's why we went and had the drop box because, I can't get down the stairs quick enough and they don't wait because, they've got 312 deliveries to do. So the last thing they need is to wait on me. So we had the drop box put in, and like I say, this combo lock on it, bang, bang, bang. Like I say, on the delivery instructions, when you buy something, it's any special instructions. And I just put on there, leaving drop box, and then I have the code on there, obviously. And, and 99% of the time, they do.
Yeah.
But you've got to take into account what we call round here the yodel effect.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say yodel.
We had one parcel left in safe place. He had propped up one corner of the wheelie bin and wedged the parcel under it. So,
or else if you've got your recycle bin outside, they stick it in your recycle bin.
Yeah, and then the dustman comes along, takes the bin away, and they crush your parcel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we normally get that with the every lot.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's in their DNA just to be awkward, mate.
You could be right there.
I think it must be a company policy. Let's try and pee off as many customers as possible so they don't use us.
I'm not making excuses for them, but with what they get for the amount of stuff they have to deliver, and
yes, yeah. Have you seen the Amazon guys? How much stuff they have to do? Bloody hell!
yeah. And it costs them like 150 quid or whatever.
Yeah. Am I sad, right?
For the vehicle for the week.
Yeah. Am I sad? My ideal day out would be a day going around the Amazon warehouse watching all the automation work. How sad am I?
I say one thing, Colin, when you're going up the M1 and you see the Amazon dispatch.
Yeah.
It is absolutely mahoosive. I think they've got 730 odd bays just around the outside of it for all their lorries.
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it?
It is unbelievable, the size of it.
They wanted to build one down here, but it got pushed out because, the site wouldn't have been ideal anyway, but it would have been absolutely massive, mate. You know?
Yeah.
Our local authority said, well, come back with a slightly better plan and we'll rethink it, but they haven't done yet. I think they got their noses out of joint at the moment.
Yeah.
But
no, you see some of these factories and everything else and all that, but no, the size of that, and when you actually see the numbers on the bays,
for
the lorries to pull into, you think, crikey.
Massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got the old Kev. Look at that. You had to look, didn't you? You was worried, weren't you, mate? I love that. I think that is absolutely a beautiful little thing. It really is. Quite sad, isn't it?
Really effective with the
I love it.
on it.
Yeah, I love it. I really do. It's definitely got to have a little MP3 player put in there with Metallica or something blaring out, isn't it? It's a bit of AC/DC Back in Black or something. Yeah.
Bit of Lemmy.
Jeff Light says on one occasion we were number 95 of 500 parcels. Yeah. Sarah Jane says you can get drone deliveries from her one. Yeah. Our nearest one's Swindon, but if they had built the one at Black Dam, just about 4 miles from where I am, they would have been able to do it on drones. I'd like to see a drone trying to put a parcel in my drop box. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we got loads of bits to stick on now. Oh.
Ooh.
B24. 2 of them bad boys. Let's slap them in there. Are you bored yet, Kev?
I'm not bored.
You all right, mate? Yeah?
Yeah, I've been enjoying myself.
Nice and chilled, isn't it, mate? As I said to you before, treat a live stream like an hangout, mate. Just come in, chillax.
To be honest, when you're in here and that,
you
don't notice that you're live.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
that's all right, mate.
It's just like being in the normal 24/7 with your lads having a laugh and a joke and.
It's funny, even when McLeish ain't in there, we go, yeah, he's a right old Rupert, isn't he, that Andy bloke?
Oh, definitely.
So straight back at him there. Yeah.
It's just the same with James, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Always got to blame James for it if there's a problem.
Yeah, but that's the default answer. It's James's fault, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that's Zoom law, that is, mate.
Dave can vouch for that one. It's always James's fault.
Oh, yeah. That shadow of a doubt, mate. I'd think something was wrong if it weren't James's fault. For a start, I'd think I was in the wrong hangout.
Oh, dear. Poor old James.
I don't feel sorry for it, let alone encourage him.
We never feel sorry for James.
No, never.
Oh no, I'd think there was something wrong if we did. That's almost like saying a cliche in a roofer. See, he's now sitting there going, God, I said nothing, and so on me again. Yeah. I'm loving this little horn. It's cute. I really need to get a life. You're a bit of him. Give that a sand. Paul says, I didn't think it was a real thing, drones delivering packages. What happens when someone decides to go drone hunting? Exactly. I know they got cameras on them, Kev. Because, like you say, you know, you could stand there with a big old fishing net, couldn't you, and catch it, and you'd be like, oh, iPhone, thank you.
You will be surprised what is on the drones.
But, yeah, there is tracking and everything on them, and...
Yeah.
You know, I do believe that if you was to pikey one, they would pretty much have the local authority called immediately, wouldn't they? Because they'd be able to track where you're running with the drone.
Yeah.
Pretty much nab you straight away, mate. So I don't think it would stop people doing it, though, do you?
I don't think it would, like anything else, you know. But, you know, it's like where we live, we're within a 5-mile radius of the airport.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're not allowed to have drones flying down here, or
absolutely, yeah. Same with
or anything.
Same with Heathrow and all of that lot, mate. What we have down here, Kev, I don't know whether you've got a similar problem, but we have a huge problem down here with people and catalytic converters.
Yes.
And they're so brazen, mate. They walk past a car, broad daylight, Dave, with a trolley jack, pump, out with a catalytic converter, and off they run.
Bloody hell.
600 quid. Straight on eBay.
It's gone, you know, they've done it in 5-10 minutes, not even that, Dave. They were on about it on the news.
Oh, right, yeah.
Over the last couple of days, you know, and this elderly lady, she, twice they'd done her car.
Oh, the mobility lady, yeah.
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 Twice they'd done her car in a matter of weeks.
Yeah. James has got a good point there. You wait, he says, until you come in a Zoom hangout, he says to Andy. It'd be your fault then. Yeah, but James, I still think it'll end up defaulting back to yours, mate.
No, it's always James's fault.
I think James is trying to shift the default, isn't he?
He is. He's desperate to get someone else to get the blame, but it's like, James, it's always going to be your fault, mate.
Yep.
All right, according to that, that's finished. So why have I still got bits left on the sprues?
I've got loads of bits on the sprue, but I've now got bits on the base.
Yeah, because I have got two B15s. I've got all of those posts. I've got a great big long bit there.
Right.
That sounded wrong, didn't it? Got a great big long bit there, Kev.
Right, we want.
Hey, you may just have some spares, just in case you had a breakage.
Could well be, mate. Yeah, because I'm not seeing that anywhere.
Because I had a few spares on the tiny little pegs that.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I've got a lot of. I've got a lot of the joining pegs.
Yeah.
Got that out without breaking it.
You possibly found that triangular piece you've got there that's curved.
Corey. Oh, what? That?
Yeah, you probably find that would have been the nub for pushing bits and pieces out off of the frets instead of where you use your...
Yeah, the clue is the fact that it's got written here, T1 equals tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be T1 with the at on equals tool.
Yeah, that was your sprue pusher.
Yeah, I've got to keep that. because that'll come in handy. I'll be looking at that for months now, going, what is that bit of wood for? Actually, I've got to keep these pegs as well, just in case it ever does pop apart.
Yeah.
But it's quite a rigid
especially
thing.
Especially if you're going to put your MP3 in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's got to have something in it. It's got to be festerised, Kev.
Oh, yeah, look, I've got a tool and all.
Hey, yeah, you got one, didn't you? Good man.
Yeah.
Does yours
And actual fact, no, I've got 2 tools.
Yeah. Is it called T1 by any chance, Dave?
No, tool 1 is known as F1.
Yeah.
Or should that be FI1?
Oh, see what you did there.
And I've got a tool that says F2.
There you go. I've got a spare one of them and all. Happy days. But yeah, all of that lot can live in that conveniently sighted drawer. Look at that. Ah, a drawer.
Will your MP3 fit in your drawer, Colin?
Yeah, it will, mate. But for the moment, all of them spares will fit in there, mate. But yeah, definitely gonna little tiny USB chargeable MP3 player can go in there. I've got a speaker. This is why not gluing it makes a difference, because I can lift all of that lot off and put a speaker in there behind that conveniently made speaker grill at the back.
Yeah.
How good you are.
See, and then it'll be vibrating across my desk as Back in Black's playing it. Yeah.
Then all you want is a little motor then to turn your turntable.
Yeah, look at that. I could do that with a little stepper motor, mate.
Yeah.
Put a little Arduino in there, or a Raspberry Pi Nano with an SD card with music on it, and it'll spin that round. Yeah. I need to get out more.
Could have tiny little LED lights.
He don't want much, does he, eh?
G1.
Yeah, I've got a gramophone on my bench, Kev.
I know, it's very nice.
Hello, Paul. How you doing, mate? Paul Bretland's in. Hi, guys. Hope you're all okay. Happy New Year. Hello, Paul. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, your family, and your ISN Friday night crew, mate. I hope 2023 is a good year for you, buddy. So coming in, keeping us company. He's now looking, thinking, what are these idiots doing? I've been playing with me own, Paul, live on a live stream, mate. Yeah, it's going well, Kev, isn't it?
It's been great fun.
This is the whole idea of this hobby, mate. Let's have fun.
Yep.
That's what it's all about, mate. That and being slightly mad does help.
Well, it's par for the course, though, isn't it?
Absolutely. Got a drawer of goodness there. Yeah. Everyone's saying hi to Paul. It's always nice to see Paul in. Yeah. The cliche is still a Rupert, just in case anyone was wondering. One simple bag of crisps, Andy, has come to plague you, mate, innit? You won't be doing that again. That's up there with Fox thinking that having a fake clip-on ponytail wouldn't get him mocked.
Yep. Well, that's Fox, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Not only did he want to grow a ponytail, but it's the fact he went to the effort of buying a fake one because it didn't grow quick enough.
Yeah, but why would you want a ponytail in the first place?
Exactly. And then he thought that he could mention it on a frolic because he was mocking me for having a mullet back in the 80s when mullets were a thing. And he thought he wouldn't get mocked.
To come back now, Cole.
Yeah, he thought I wouldn't mock him for having a fake ponytail, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
He said, I don't see why you mocked me, mate. He said, what's wrong with that? I said, really?
They're all coming back into fashion again now, aren't they?
Mullets, yeah. My lad, he's a barber. He said the amount of people coming in and asking for a mullet.
See, that could be a good little earner for Fox.
Yeah. Well, I said...
Get them on the clip-on ponytails.
Yeah, he's got a mate down there that rents a chair off him. He was saying that he hates doing mullets. I said, oh, mate, I'll have to go in there one day and ask for one then. Andy Kurt says, yeah, let's not forget about his ponytail. Yeah, it was dyed red, I do believe.
Oh, the crave.
Yeah. Yeah. And he just reeled off the fact that he used to wear this particular outfit when he had the fake ponytail on. And it's like, you're wondering why we're mocking you.
Why don't we just open ourselves up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's have one of them in a pill. Andy's saying, yeah, Dave waved his ball bag round at the start. What have I missed?
Well, I'll do it again if you like. Yeah, look. There's the balls.
Yeah. Paul T. Tommaso says they're playing with their wooden marbles live on stream.
Losing our marbles.
Honestly, for, you know, all joking aside, these are cute little things. They're quite, yeah. We're easily pleased, didn't we?
They have some very nice kits about as well. Yeah. They even do them with like music boxes in them and whatnot.
That's right. I'm trying to think. I've seen one that's a big old music box. You know, they're interesting, quirky little things. I'd thoroughly recommend getting one of these, peeps. They're a good little mojo buster, aren't they?
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah. What else have I been up to over these holidays? I 3D printed an Owl's Moving Castle. One of them bad boys. Because you can.
Very nice too.
Yeah, I saw that in a photo. I wonder what you've been up to.
Yeah, and I also 3D printed one of them in the background because Fox went out and bought one of these little brush pop things where you push the button and it fills it back up with water.
All right.
Well, I didn't see the point in paying 16 quid plus whatever it is,
How
delivery,
much?
16 quid. So I 3D printed one.
Is he?
Lynn Dipple says, I think Chris built the music box. I knew one of us had, but I couldn't remember who, Lynn. No, it wasn't me, put it that way.
Yeah, I think they do a carousel with a music box in it as well.
That's right. I've got the Metal Earth carousel over there. I must get round to building that. It was hanging up there.
But no, these builds have been great little mojo busters.
Well, it's something different, isn't it? Because I've got a few kits that I want to get off the Shelf Queen list and get built. So, yeah, that's just a nice little quick live stream build. It's New Year's Day, isn't it? And we always do something different New Year's Day. Don't forget, folks, as well, it's now a new month. So next Sunday, we'll be doing the gallery show. So if you've got anything to post in the gallery, feel free to have at it and get it posted because we'll be pimping your wares on next Sunday's live stream, peeps. There you go. I can feel 51 posts coming on now from Ross.
51? Is that all?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be 151.
Yeah. Candy Graham says, yeah, moving castle awesomeness. Yeah, it's one of them. I've done it in 2 halves as well, Jeff, because I want to bore it out and light all of that. So, yeah. I've always started drilling out the eyes and stuff. So, yeah, it's just something different, isn't it? something to sit and paint in the hangout. And he says, I think it was because he was a girl he was seeing, wanted something to hold on to. Yeah. Always reminds me of that episode of Only Fools and Horses where Rodney Trotter had the clip-on ponytails, you know, and it's like, yeah. And he is a bit of a Rodney Trotter, isn't he, Fox, bless him. You know, he's a blend between Rodney and Trigger, isn't he? I've had the same broom for 15 years, 7 handles and 9 heads.
No,
yeah.
Matthew Ward says, I've put my progress on the Landy up. No worries, mate. No worries. Of course, you know, this is now going to encourage Paul to post, innit? And we all know that he's a shiny car git because, you know, they all are, aren't they, that lot? You know, coming in here with their super-duper shiny carness. I know.
I know.
Yeah, but it is nice to see the
mate.
quality of the work.
It's inspirational, Kevin, isn't it?
It is. Very inspirational.
All joking aside, you know, it really is inspirational work to see. I certainly enjoy seeing them, and I know the viewers do, because I get inundated with messages, you know.
Yeah.
Normally, why'd you let that bloke post? Because he's a git. And I go, yeah, but I've tried stopping him, but he just, you know.
That's what the hobby's about, isn't it? Inspiring other people.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's that debate we often have, isn't it? You know, the beauty of this hobby is you've got people that build with different skill sets, different knowledge, and they're at a different stage in their adventure in the hobby. And we all learn from each other, and it's one of those, even now, you know, you try to learn something new. So when I see them builds, you know, I normally, you know, how did you achieve that? Or, you know, and the beauty, what I like with Paul's site policy is, you know, kit, scale, manufacturer, paints used, you know, I like that information. Because you don't want to be that guy that types in for the 15th time, what kit is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then you get a feel for what they did. And then, like, say, you'll get a description. You know, I applied the paint with this. I weathered that using that. I used this particular technique when I did that. I love that because that's knowledge. That's stuff that you can take away from that post and learn from. And I would love to encourage that more in my gallery, you know, put it in there, the details, because we all want to know.
Well, people have, since I came back to the hobby, you know, it's totally changed.
Absolutely.
I was a nipper. And, you know, with the YouTube streaming and everything else, it's changed the hobby totally.
Yeah. And I
can only say, for the better, and then you get like groups like yourself with the 24/7. You know, we're all modelers in there. You're stuck on something, you ask somebody.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty.
And
even
you take
now,
bits and pieces from different people, and then you work your own way out around doing things.
Someone did it the other night, didn't they, in the 24/7? Oh, well, how did you get that result? And then you had half a dozen of us all throwing in the different techniques we used, and the person was like, I've learnt so much in the last hour.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, that's what we're here for.
Yep.
You know, we're not saying we're better than you. You've asked a question, you've had different opinions, different answers, different techniques suggested. And you take from that what you want and adapt it to yourself, you know, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, some ways won't suit a person.
Absolutely.
You know how you do it. And i.e. like with yourself, Colin, you know, how you've adapted and changed because of your handshakes and other bits and pieces.
Oh, absolutely. You have to improvise, adapt. Yeah, you improvise, adapt, and overcome. I've got someone that I won't name them, but I've got someone that's in regular touch with me that is recently been diagnosed with MS and was asking how as it's progressed I've maintained doing the hobby, and I've just, you know, little things I do to adapt and that you don't necessarily see on camera. You know, and I have my cameras positioned in such a way, you know, a lot of the time my hands disappear. It's because I'm sat on them because they're shaking. But things like putting a rubber band around my hand with the airbrush in the rubber band, because if I twitch, I don't drop the airbrush. You know, rubber bands around me little fingers or rooking me fingers when I do figure painting. So that I can really strain on that finger to grip so that I don't shake. Because the minute you relax, your shakes start. And it's little things like that you do.
With yourself, with your the gun type of airbrush, you know.
The pistol grips, yeah. But then I put a rubber band round diagonal round my hand, so that if I do twitch, I don't lose the airbrush.
Yeah. Because that's the last thing you want to do is throw it about. And
absolutely.
And then up having to get new needles and everything else.
It's like I'm asked about the vortex shaker. Oh, you know, are they any good or are they a gimmick? Well, H got me mine because she would forever hear me shake a bottle of paint and then it'd go pa-ching. She'd hear it ricocheting around the room because I've lost my grip on it.
Yeah.
You know, she said, well, just cup your hand over the top of that and it'll stop it flying off. And that's what I do, you know, but...
Because then you had the issue of losing them as well, didn't you? Down behind.
Oh, mate, I found 3 bottles of Vallejo paint when I had my man cave move around that have been long lost. As soon as I moved the bookcase, there was the paint behind it. It had obviously gone right down the other end, hit the wall, and dropped down the back of the cabinet.
Yeah.
You know,
you never find it again.
You know, you make adaptations around the cave. I mean, when I first set this room up, I came in here in the wheelchair and sat here, and that's why I have so many boom arms. I'm often asked, bloody hell, mate, you know, you can't move for boom arms in here. Well, it's because I can push everything out of my way when I don't need it, but I can use the grabber to pull it all down when I do. And same as my spray booth's modular, it goes behind here. I just lift Bruce Willis out, plug my adapter in, and it's all vented underneath.
Yes.
But all these cupboards have been laid out so that when I'm in the wheelchair, I can reach everything. And it's all in a big U shape that is reachable from that sat position. So,
yes. Yeah.
You just adapt because I know I'm going to be permanently in it at some point. So you just plan ahead, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, very much so. Well, it's like just the same as building your kits.
Yeah, you adapt with your diabetes. You have good eye days, good bad eye days, and we've all of us have got optivisors with lenses of different power because some days we can see clearer than others.
Yes,
you know, and those with diabetes will understand that. You know, and you just adapt. You know, and
you get round it, you work your way through the system.
Absolutely. I was once asked, you know, the correct way of painting is this, and this. And I went, I know it is, but I've got Edward Spanner hands, mate. And as much as I want to do it that way, unfortunately, I no longer can. So I've had to adapt, you know. And they was a little bit annoyed with themselves because they thought they had upset me, basically. I went, that's not a problem, mate, but you know, that's the reason I don't do it that way is because my hands won't let me no more.
That's it.
Athol says, who thinks Dave might be finished that ball thingy by 1700 tonight? No, there's no the whole idea of these Athol is it's not a case of everything must be finished. That's what we're going to be building. If they do get finished, they get finished. If they don't, they don't. It's not a case of having to finish, mate. I certainly wouldn't expect him to finish that. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to finish a marble ball run, not in a day, because, See, I cheated. I went for the easiest kit imaginable. And Dave is not regretting his choice.
That was why I searched through for something, you know, that I would be able to complete.
But that is actually a nice bit of working machinery, Dave, isn't it?
It will be when I get there. We got a little bit of. Hang on, I'll move that in. We got some movement so far.
Oh, look at that! Happy days. So you're playing with your cog and sprockets then?
So I'm all geared up now.
Yeah. Nice bit of gear, that, Dave.
Got a nice squeak to it as well.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice kit.
Be all right once you pop your balls on there, mate. Do they go up the hill then? That's oh god. Oh, why do I do this to myself? So is it one that once it starts going, it carries on going, or do you have to give it a windy?
You need to wind it so that the balls keep going up.
Oh right, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
It's not a.
I'll have to send you up a little electric motor with a sprocket on it, mate, and you can put a battery in it.
That'd be an idea.
Yeah.
They used to have something much the same as that was metal, but it was actually a clock, wasn't it? And you had the
I used to have one of them.
That used to run round that used to tell you the time.
Yeah, and they would all line up, and it would be like 12.
Yeah.
Andy says Dave's got his cog out in public. Dominic says I love sharing tips. Same here, Dominic. I mean, I often get asked what inspires you in the hobby, and I'm like, learning new things. When someone says, what's your best build? The next one. Because what I love about this hobby and the community is there's always someone out there that is better than you or knows more than you about a subject. So pick their brains. And it's not them sitting there going, I am an oracle. You know, yeah, all right, you do get a bit of that, but not everyone's like that. And they're willing to impart their advice to you. Now, you know, you're going to be sensible and listen to that. I mean, I've never built an MFH kit, Model Factory Hero kit. I know a few people that have. So if I went out and bought one tomorrow, I'm not going to sit here and think I know how to build one because I've never built one. So I'm going to ask the people that have built one. Here, I've got one of these bad boys. What shouldn't I do? And you're learning a new skill set, aren't you? And a new set of techniques. And I like that. I like to challenge myself and learn new stuff.
Yeah, but there's not many other hobbies where you've got a community as we've got.
Yeah.
Where everybody's willing to help each other.
Yeah. Atoll says there's no such thing as a perfect way to paint when you have MS. It's up to the person who has it to choose. Me and my eyes are bad. Absolutely, mate. I once had a really picky comment on one of my YouTube videos. I enjoyed your video, but you shake too much, mate. You know, are you a heavy drinker? And I'm like, no, I've got MS, mate. And, part of me thought that was an oddball comment. But, you know, and I just thought, well, there's no point in biting at the person because they might not have meant it as insulting as it came over. And it's like, well, I've answered your questions. So, yeah, you know, jog on.
Yeah, it does. A lot of people, they just don't realise, do they, what you're going through.
Yeah, but like I say, there's people out there worse off, mate.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, I'm not an oracle. He says, I refuse to be associated with janky software from a janky company. Oracle Software Day. God, that's a blast from the past, isn't it?
Oracle. Oh.
Do you remember the lofty days, Dave, of the Palm Pilot?
Oh, God.
When you got a new sales team in and you had a dozen of the bloody things. Oh, yeah, got a new load of new people. Got a new region opening up. They all need the usual, not another lot of Palm Pilots.
Yeah, I remember those bloody things.
Yeah.
They was awful.
They was Satan's software, weren't they, them things?
Oh,
it's like in some ways, you know, with what you were saying earlier, Colin, you know, I think a lot of it also is ignorance from a lot of people.
In what respect, mate?
Well, you know, you've got some people who suffer with epilepsy or whatever, and if they have a bad turn.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you've got people just standing there staring, you know, all because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a personal attack on those sort of people, but unless they come across something like that, they're not going to understand it.
Yeah, but it's like anything. It's if I had £1 for every person that goes, like when they find out about your situation, I won't say who, but you know who I mean. And they go, oh, but you look all right when you're on camera. It's like, yeah, it's clever editing, clever camera work, and yeah. But they're like, how can I say it without sounding a dick? It's almost like they're trying to self-diagnose you. When you have an invisible illness, it's an invisible illness, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes.
You don't walk around with a placard around your neck going, hi, I'm Kevin, I'm diabetic. And they'll pry, I'll say pry, but they'll ask you, oh, why is this, why is that? Oh, because. And they'll go, oh, but you look all right to me. Yeah. And I've had that so many times, and I go, what's your surname? Where'd you work? Oh, it's not a doctor's surgery. I was just about to ring up and book an appointment to come and see you because I've travelled the length of this country looking for help and a cure when you're the man to come and see. And then they get the ump with you. They go, oh, don't be like that. I go, well, you've just absolutely patronised the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
Sorry that my illness isn't making me slaver around like some kind of troll. But, you know, thanks for that anyway. But it's one of them, innit? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's like, you know, when I first had the issues with my back and everything else,
yes.
You know, it's, you know, people look at you and I just turn around and say, I wish you had a bad back, then you would know what I'm going through.
Absolutely. I mean, my sister Kaz, she had a liver transplant 8.5, nearly 9 years ago, and she's now gone on and she's got cancer in her blood, bless her. So she's on chemo, and you know, people will go, oh, but you look all right. You know, she has days, Kev, as you know, it's not pleasant.
Yeah, we all do.
You know, she said to me, what do you do on days like that? I said, I sit on my landing, I said, looking at the window, watching healthy people walk past the green. And I'm sitting there going, I can hear you, cocky git, just because you can walk without sticks. It's all done as banter and jest. Yeah. But you're willing them to walk into a lamppost or trip over and stack it. Of course, when someone does, you're like, yes, karma. But it's a coping mechanism, isn't it? But I had it when I first had to use sticks in public, and the first time I had to go out in the pram of doom, as I call it, and you go out the house and you're in it and you think the whole world is staring at you, when in fact no one gives a shite that you're in a pram. No one cares, and rightly so. But in your own world, you're convinced that you're being judged by everyone because you're in it.
Yes.
And that's a huge hurdle to overcome. Whereas me, I pimp it or just goon around in it because that's what you do in it when you're 7. I tried doing a wheelie, Kev, in it, and I went straight over the back, slid out of it along the ground. The wheelchair's gone 10 foot in front of me, and my boy went, how much of a twat do you feel now, Dad? I said, epically, mate, epically.
Yeah, but that's just us, isn't it? Well, none of us are grown up.
Well, it reminded me years ago, there was one, we heard a wheel, you know, a thump behind us, me and my missus. And we looked, and there's this geezer flat on his back, like, you know, the ace of spades, with the wheelchair on its back with the wheel spinning. Oh, yeah. Now, so me and my missus are trying to wrestle him in the chair, and he's resisting. And my missus is like, oh, you bloody calm down. I'm trying to help you back in there. He said, it's not my wheelchair, it's for me mother. She was sat looking at out the window in the food bar, watching us trying to get her perfectly able-bodied son who had gone down to the car to get her wheelchair for her. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Andy McLeish says, same with his son and his autism. He's super smart, but as his socially responsive as a box of rocks. Yeah, I go by my eldest, mate. He said, the amount of times I've had to keep my temper in check when someone gets all la-di-da. Yeah, we get it. Oh, he's ignorant. He ain't saying a lot. Well, he's a miserable sod, and it's like they're like a sponge. Andy will relate to this. When you prod them in the right place, they open up and you get this bombardment and wealth of stuff.
Yes.
And then they'll clam up again because their social skills aren't quite what they should do. It's almost like the Rain Man effect, isn't it? Where prod them in the right place on something that sparks their interest, and they will give you every fact about that subject because they're like an encyclopedia. But put them in a room full of people and they'll stand in the corner trying to disappear.
Yes.
You know, and that's hard as a parent to see and to observe, but that's how they are. You know?
We used to have a young kiddie at the racing club that suffered. And, like, you know, I don't know whether it's ignorance or whatever, but if you gave him the time of day and sort of like gave him the confidence, he was a lovely kid.
Absolutely.
Than that,
I have a classic example of this, Kevin. Deaf people, right?
Yeah.
Having come across many deaf mute folks over the years and losing our hearing as we get older, my biggest bugbear, and I don't know whether other people feel the same thing, is it ain't a wibble, it's an observation, but I think it's a good observation. And if anyone's a school teacher out there, take note. I think what would be a wonderful thing in this country or every country is when children are being educated in the language of their country, they should also learn the sign language for every word, sentence that they're getting taught, so that when they do come across someone that is a deaf mute, they can communicate with them.
Yeah. Oh, no,
I think that would be such a wonderful thing.
I've noticed sort of like over the Christmas period, it's a new thing that's I think it's Sky are promoting to do with the football and that, but they're promoting signing.
Yeah.
Which will be coming along sort of like within the new year. And I think it's a great idea.
If our education minister suddenly brought that out, I think the Education Reform Act needs to include this, that going forward, every child learns sign language for the language of that they've been taught. You know, I think it would be so inclusive.
Yeah, to me, it should be part of the syllabus.
Because if they can put Braille on every button, on every level crossing and all of that lot, why can't they teach kids in school sign language?
Yeah.
I'm having a wibble. I am so sorry, folks.
No, I don't think it is a wibble, Colin. I think it's...
I think I think it would be a very, very powerful thing, and I think a very inclusive thing. I really do, because it must be very lonely. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I go by my cabin fever I get where I'm housebound. You do feel very alone, very isolated. And if it wasn't for these little wonderful webcam things and this, you would be a prisoner in your own home, let's be honest. Now put that with sound and language. I think it would be a wonderful thing. I really do.
Yeah. My cousin's youngest boy, he was born deaf.
Yeah.
And, you know, what he's had to go through is,
you
know, yes, he's got his own blinking, he passed all his stuff and he's working in a garage now repairing cars.
Yeah.
You give him anything to repair and he's a marvel at it.
Yeah.
He really is. He builds computers and everything else and whatnot, but... Yeah, any problems now with your cars and that, just take it to him.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. He
Absolutely.
ended up he had to have a cochlear implant in the end.
Yeah.
But he's a lovely lad, but like people just don't know how to take him. That's the problem.
And it's so sad, isn't it? Because to me, that is something that is so simple to implement.
Yes.
Because when we all learn, believe it or not, I did learn to speak, folks. You wouldn't believe it if you watched the Factoid on a Monday. But, we're all taught, aren't we, when you're at a very young age with the little... Do you remember the words, the magnetic words, Kev, that you used to put on, and then the machine would say what you were spelling? Do you remember them?
Yes.
Now, if you had that technology then, which we're talking in the mid-70s when I was being taught, why couldn't they have given you the sign language symbol to put on the end of that? The symbol for that is that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you could have learnt that. You could have gone, I now know that to say that sentence, I need a bit of this, a bit of that, and a bit of that. Done.
Yes.
I honestly, I'm so passionate about it. I think it should be a thing. I really do.
Yeah.
A lot of people there are on about the autism thing. Jeff's got a good thing. He says people who disrespect autistic people anger me no end. Absolutely, mate. It's hard as a parent when you see a child you dearly love desperately trying to disappear in a public place because they're so uncomfortable in that social environment. And then you've got to nurture them to bring them back from that anxiety that they've gone into by then going, well, I know this interests them. Bang, and I'll spark a conversation. Oh, did you see such and such a documentary on this? Bang, bang. And that's it. I've then got them back conversing. And it's taken their mind off of the uncomfortable thing. But not everyone gets that.
No.
And
no, it's like Atoll put a thing here. One of his Atoll, one of his mates lost his sight and stands there staring into space. In some ways, I think that's worse, losing your sight once you've already had it.
I've had it, Kevin, on the underground. I use my strap-on crutches, the ones like ski poles with the big old bowl that you put your forearm in. We was on the tube and I had what I called a skippy behind me. You know that person that's in an hurry and because you walk slow there. And I heard these words muttered. Get a move on, mate. Well, before I even turned around, my missus had pounced, and then the person sees the sticks. My bad, I didn't see him. I said, you shouldn't have fudging said it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's just out of order, mate. Is your life really that important that you've got to go around being like that, But, it must be frustrating, like you say, blind person with a white stick or deaf-blind people,
Yeah.
People are just so impatient. I get barged out the way. But it's funny because the minute you switch from sticks to the pram, people suddenly talk to you like you're 4 years old. They probably other people will relate to this. I know someone's in the chat that will relate exactly what I'm saying. You're sat in a wheelchair, they lean over you and they go, are you all right? Would you like me to go and do that for you? And it's like, yeah, because I'm really incapable. They suddenly treat you like a child because you're in this, and they just lean down to you and talk to you like a little completely inept person. And I find that bizarre and quite offensive, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Looks like Dave's doing well. He's got another sprue finished, I think.
Atoll says he needs to go and prepare dinner tonight. See you guys at some point in the future. Yes, we will be back probably for a Friday frolic. I can still do them. I don't know whether Fox will be involved. I think he's still taking a bit of time out, even though he's building galore. But I'm sure we'll cobble something together. And it'll be then for the Sunday gallery show. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Atoll. Thanks for coming in and joining in with the chat.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. How you doing, Dave? Are you know, because it's 3:15. Do you wanna have a breather, mate?
Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this off.
Yeah, because obviously you're waning, mate, and I don't want you to feel, you know.
Well, I've just almost finished probably the largest bit of it, and that is all the different shoots for the.
I just don't want you to beat yourself up, you know what I mean? Because you'll end up, I'm eating this now, and yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, you want to stay enjoying it, Dave.
Absolutely. Yeah. Here's hoping people become more educated.
I bet Dave's waiting. It must be near his top-up time for a cup of tea, I would have thought.
Yeah, Jeff's saying here's hoping people become more educated on the reality of autism. I mean, again, this is another thing I think should be taught in school. How to interact and deal with blind people, deaf people, autistic. What to do if someone's having an epileptic seizure, that sort of thing. Get it out. Pardon me. Get it out in the open. Job done. I mean, I wear a medical thing around my neck that's got the SOS in there. And in there's, you know, my diabetes, my MS, all the meds I take and all of that. But not everyone gets it. I can remember back in the day, me and my missus used to go to a restaurant or something like that. We had it in a restaurant down here. I won't name it. But my missus was like, I'll have back then I used to still drink. I'll have a Jack and Coke for my husband for his meal. And the waiter looked at me and I was having a chat with someone else. And he said, I think he's had enough already. She went, he's got MS, you insensitive git. And I was in a relapse at the time, so I was a bit wonky with me words, you know. And again, you know, a faux pas that the waiter was like, my bad. And I said, sorry about it. But if people were educated, they would understand that.
Very true.
You know, and I think we all get a bit ignorant.
Yes.
Wendy says, I have a laugh. She says, when I go anywhere and they ask me to take a seat, and I say, that's all right, I bought my own. Yeah, I have had it before where, you know, you're supposed to stand up for something and I'm still sat down, and it's like, I would if I could, but yeah. And then they have that awkward moment when they realise, and it's like...
Yeah, I think that's what's worst is when people realise what they've just said or whatever.
Exactly, and you're not asking people to treat you differently. That's not the thing.
Sometimes.
Oh, you know,
the situation.
Yeah, you don't want to be treated differently. You just want to. But for me, I want to be treated the same as everyone else.
Yes,
that's all. And I don't think that's too hard. Yeah, all right. I may not be able to get around as quick as the person that's behind me trying to get past us in a hurry. Well, don't be rude about it, mate. Just walk round us. You know, it's not hard.
Yeah, then you get the others that just barge straight through you.
Oh, you do? They knock you flying out of the way. It's like, do you mind, mate? You know, don't mind me, mate. You know, kick me to one side, why don't you, you git? And then I get the ump. Then I start getting leery. But I've got a dab hand in the ankle bone with the bottom of a crutch, Kev. You could have one of them for your trouble, mate.
Yeah, or drop it on their toe with your whole weight on it.
Oh, yeah, H has done that when she was pushing me around in a wheelchair. She's gone straight over someone's foot. Sorry, didn't see you there. You know, and it's like, 1-0. It's like you enjoyed that, love, didn't you? Oh, yeah, she says.
Sorry about my bad driving.
Don't mind me, she goes. Bang.
No, it's a pity a lot of them aren't courteous.
Yes.
But I think that's just ignorance, you know, where they haven't had to deal with the situation or know someone with the situation themselves.
Yeah, it is a challenge sometimes. I mean, the tube is definitely a challenge, or British Rail pretty much. I mean, the tube, for instance, you know, not every station has wheelchair access. You know, you have to let them know, obviously. I have it when I travel by air because obviously You know,
Yes.
they'll greet you with a chair when they come to get you off the plane and that, and you go up on what I call the cattle cart.
Yeah.
You know, the scissor lift that takes you up because, you know, they don't want you going up the stairs airside in case you fall. So they load you onto that. And dare I say it, it can be a little embarrassing, but that's what you've got to do. You've just got to suck it up, haven't you?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
it's,
like the old apple pickers.
yeah, you know. And
One of them.
I did have one brilliant occasion. We was coming back from Mugello in Italy from the MotoGP, and they offered to carry me to the seat on the plane, and I'm like, over my dead body, mate. Just give me sticks back. I'll shuffle along. They're like, yeah, we're trying to load 300 people, mate. And it's like, oh, really? Yeah. But, you know, they manhandle you, Kev, don't they? They're like, bang, in, done. Yeah, all right then.
It's nothing to them, though.
It's nothing to them, but you've just got that thing in your mind, haven't you? That, oh, God, you know, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't realise what they're doing to you mentally. That's what it is. Because you already feel helpless.
Yeah, I don't like...
in that aspect.
I don't like travelling because I don't like the fuss. And it's also, as well, it's, I wouldn't say the inconvenience for those with you because they're your loved ones and they love you and they do it because they care. But you want them to enjoy their time, their day, and you politely decline to go out to places because you want them people. It's like I've said to Dave, innit? We've been on many times with it. He said, I'd love to get you to Telford and that. And I go, yeah, but it's not fair on you because your time's going to be spent wondering whether I'm okay. You know, you've got to push me about or get me about, or if I have a turn, you then got to try and get hold of H and all of that, you know, and that spoils your enjoyment. And for me, I would rather go, I'll just, you know, take a back seat for that.
Yeah, it's fully understandable. I think we all get to that stage when we're in situations like we're in.
Yes.
I'm the same with myself.
Yeah.
You know, half of the time, you know, I'd say to Jackie, no, you go on your own and that, because otherwise it's not, you know, I'm going to be holding you up, or if there's a family thing going on and whatever. And
well, H goes to cricket with me boy, and I love that because, you know, being that she's your carer, it gives her a break and it lets her go out for a day without having to worry about, better wait because the old cripple's trying to catch up with us, or better bung him in the chair because, you know, this is a steep hill and all of that. It takes all of that lot out of it.
Yeah.
And for me, I get more enjoyment out of the fact that she's gone out. She's got company, she's safe, but also she can enjoy herself without the worry and stress that brings. And don't get me wrong, she's never complained, she never does, but I just like her to have time off, time away from it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like Jackie feels, because where I'm at home, say 24/7, when she's at work, at least.
Yeah.
She feels that when she's got her day off, she's got to take me out all the time, or try and take me out.
Yeah.
You know, and no, she's got to switch off as well. And
absolutely.
Sometimes trying to get the person that cares for you to think of themselves a little bit more.
Mate, it's taken me 10 years. Yeah, it's taken me 10 years to get H to go out and leave me here. And she'll message me during the day, are you okay, sweetheart? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm in my own little world. I get to touch buttons on her cooker without getting told off and flicked with a tea towel. But all joking aside, you know, the last time she went away, I had a couldn't get downstairs day, and I messaged her, and she's like, you know, you all right, love? Yeah, I've not been out to get downstairs today. I was a bit wobbly, so I've decided for safety to stay up here because if I have a fall, I'm on my own, and it's, got everything I need. I've got drink, stuff here, I've got the loo, I can do that, but you know, I've wobbled a couple of times and I don't trust the stairs or myself at the moment, so I'm going to stay upstairs. Brilliant, she said. No worries. you've used a bit of common sense. And I was more proud of that because she'd used that statement, you and common sense. But you err on the side of caution.
Yes.
You know, but it's taken her many years to do that. But, mate, I still get random visits from Cal when I'm here. He pops in, oh, I was just passing, and I thought I'd stick my head in the door, and I'm like, you live 6 miles that way. You work 4 miles that way. I live here. You was just...
Yeah, come 10 miles out of your way.
And I'm like...
and then you've got to go back afterwards as well.
I said, you'll get brownie points off your mum because you've come in and checked on me. He said, yes, she did ask. I said, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. I've got no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we've all done that to a degree.
She's going to worry.
But
you know,
then, not only that, Colin, it's family. Family, you just automatically do it, don't you?
Absolutely. But, yeah, I'm cool with it because I know she's getting time off. She works hard. She works long hours. And then she's got me to come home to and deal with. And it's nice when she can have, you know, a weekend at Silverstone with her sister going around the track in racing cars or goes out to cricket or sees shows at the West End or what. I love all of that because it's time off for her.
Yeah, it's time off for her. Plus also it then gives you the added other conversation when they come back.
Absolutely. And, you know,
you've got something fresh to talk about.
Well, she went up to Manchester and stayed up there because they was going to a gig. And I had this message, and I was in the kitchen at the time, and it literally was, stop loitering in my kitchen. Mate, I looked everywhere for a webcam, and I still haven't found one. It must have been one of those pure coincidental things. But honestly, Kev, I'm like...
It's one of those lights on your cooker, Colin.
Yeah, I know. Mate, I'm sitting there, I've got me extending stick with a mirror on it, and I'm looking all along the cupboard. No, there's no webcam up. I was proper Sherlock Holmes. And I said, well, you got a webcam in there or something? You was in my kitchen then, she says. I said, I was making a cup of tea. And she was giggling. She said it was pure coincidence. I went, nah, there's got to be some kind of video device in here. Bless her heart. Steve says, people think just because they can't see something physically wrong that you are okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He also says he has injections in his neck to turn off the nerves. Yeah, I dose up on beta blockers, mate. He says, I know several people in the chairs. He said that if you treated them like a child, they would hit you. Yeah, it's a strange... It's a strange human reaction. I don't know why people do it. You know, I don't think I've ever done it myself to anyone in a wheelchair. You know, it's like anything. If you're going across a Pelican crossing and someone's in a chair beside you, I always stand traffic side. So if the traffic does move, they're going to hit me before they do the chair. Type of thing. You know what I mean? But I certainly wouldn't nursemaid someone in a wheelchair unless they specifically looked towards me and said, oh, you couldn't do me a favour, mate. Couldn't reach and grab that button up there for me so I can get across the that I understand. Or, you know, if they want access to a shop and they can't quite reach the handle, you know, and I would watch them have a go, and then if they're struggling, would you like me to help, or are you good? And if they say, you know, no, I'm fine, I go, yeah, no worries, I'm happy. But
that's only general politeness, Colin.
Absolutely, but you know, there are people that mother people.
There are people these days that
supermarkets is a prime example. We get H gets. She often sees a lady in a wheelchair at the supermarket, and she'll follow her around. H does. She'll see her look up, and of course H will just go over and go to grab what the woman's looking at. Oh, do you want one of these whilst I'm here getting mine, love? Oh, if you don't mind. So H will give her one, and then when she then wheels herself away, H puts the thing back because she didn't want one anyway.
Yeah.
But she done it in a way that, and that's the only time H will step in. But she'll again wait if someone specifically says, "Oh, couldn't grab me that up there, could you?"
Yeah. Yeah, but like we say, it's just general respect, isn't it?
Yeah. Steve again says it's like some people see people in a wheelchair and think they have regressed back to a child's state. Yeah, it is strange. I mean, I said to H it had happened before. She went, "Really?" I went, "Yeah." We're going up to the Millennium Wheel. We'll take the pram up anyway, just in case I run out of steam. I said, "You watch the difference, especially when you go in somewhere for something to eat or whatever. You watch how the waiters come up. Oh, they look, and they're like, what would you like down?" Yeah, you're like, "Are you for real, mate?" And then, of course, you start playing up to it then, don't you? It's like,
It has to be done, I'm afraid, on that side of things.
Exactly.
If they want to treat you as being stupid, well, you treat them as being stupid, I'm afraid.
I'm liking the look of that, Dave.
I'm liking the look of it as well, especially if I get it in the right way round.
You're having trouble with your slot there, Dave?
Yeah.
That's coming on nice, Dave.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what playlist to put on the player to get on this bad boy. It's got to be some really, really bassy metal, isn't it? It's like, got to be done, isn't it? If it ain't going to be rattling across the desk with the bass, then it ain't. Oh, mate. Brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Steve says, yeah, they had me on beta blockers and all sorts of pain. Yeah, I've been on them and didn't touch me condition. Nah. That's the thing. You're constantly increasing doses, then they chop and change your meds because,
Yeah. That looked to work quite well, Dave.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You do realise I am going to ask you to get your balls out on the telly one Sunday and say, come on, I want to see your balls on the bench and it working, Dave. I'm going to be so careful how I ask you this, mate. Knowing the menace in him. But no, they've been really enjoyable little builds, folks. They really have.
I have.
I just want to sit there, keep opening and closing this drawer for some reason. It's like a fidget.
Well, I'm going to change down to bench cam, and I'm going to.
Yeah, we'll do a bit of full screening. So whilst you're doing that, I'll start with Dave. There you go, Dave. You're on full screen, mate, so you can show the world what you've been doing.
Right. Well, that's where we are at the moment.
Nice one.
Just as a test.
Oh, you dropped a ball there, Dave. Say Jackie again.
It is. It's chuckling again.
May I compliment you on your very nice, smooth, polished balls there, Dave?
My balls work.
Yeah.
Rolling well.
And the handle goes round and the bits go up and down.
Oh, mate. Absolutely, mate. So they jiggle your balls then, them things, do they?
Well, I think what's supposed to happen is...
Can hear her in the background. There you go. Look at that.
Up goes the...
Look at that.
I won't do any more.
Gives the balls a bit of uplift.
Gives them a jiggle, Dave.
So, yeah, we're getting there.
Rightio, bung Kev up on the full screen. There you go, Kev. Show the world your wares, mate.
I have built myself a USB nightlight.
Yeah.
And I'll just show you guys with it all working. I shall get it in the right way. And I shall put the light out.
Put it in. Look at that. There you go.
Now you can see it all lit up.
There you go, folks. Look at that.
Nice little build. Good little mojo busters.
That's the thing.
And had a nice bit of fun.
That's the key, mate, isn't it?
It certainly is. So, yeah, and it's been enjoyable coming on with you guys and joining
Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. And I
in.
built a gramophoneless, folks. Look at that. Hey, isn't it, eh? Hey, let's put a light on. There you go. Have you some of that? That really is a great light. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Yeah, it's got the Honor Plenty and it's got a spinny record. So I feel a stepper motor going under here with the sprocket so that as it's playing, it turns because, yeah, it's got to, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. There's just enough space in there, Jeff.
With your electricity,
yeah,
I can see it happening.
Yeah, there's just enough space in there for the Arduino Nano, isn't there? I'm hoping. Yeah, with it out of the case, that'll fit in that drawer. Yeah, definitely, because that's how big they are. They're only tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what will go in there. So, yeah, I'll sit and dig out me speakerness. So, yeah, it's been a thoroughly wonderful little afternoon of company. And the most important thing is we've had some really good company in the chat as well.
Oh, definitely.
It's been a great day and a pleasure to come in with you two guys.
Absolutely. Lynn saying, looks good, Dave. That was fun.
He's getting there.
Yeah. Steve says, I've got nerve damage in my right arm. They sent me to the pain doctors. He's been to a nerve consultant, says, go back the hospital, you have nerve damage and no painkiller. But yeah, this is it. When I had all my spine and neck fused, you know, Richard, who done that, said, I'd love for it to be a magic bullet to take the pain away. He said, but it isn't. It's to stabilise, you know, the spinal cord and column. He said, it's not going to take the pain away. He said, that's too late. Nerve damage is done, isn't it?
Yep.
What have we got going on there? Dorkosaurus is in saying, hello, mate. Hello, mate. How you doing? PJ saying happy new year to Dorkosaurus. Well, Wendy's, bless her. Yeah. Everyone says they offer you a seat and I've bought my own. Good girl. Everyone's hugging Wendy. Dorkosaurus is saying hello to Kev. Lynn says looking good, as does Steve. Lynn says she's had a great time. Honestly, these little things, I mean, they're 10, 15 quid a pop, you know. They're great fun. They really, really are. I mean, and they're effective. We did an alarm clock, didn't we? Alarm clock a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, Dave, didn't we? We did one of them with little wooden kit.
Where'd you get it from?
I know. One careful lady owner. Yeah. Most enjoyable stream, she says, catch you all later. Take care. Not a problem, Wendy. We're coming off air now, because I'm sure you're all getting fed up with our seeing us.
Yep. Take care, Wendy.
I'll be back later on in the week for a Friday frolic. Again, not sure whether Foxy's in the loop or out the loop yet, but I shall still put a show out. It could be me just getting the gang together again. I don't know yet. We'll see what we feel like on Friday. Up until then, keep an eye out for the other streams, folks. I think there's a prime time on Tuesday. No e-models until the 9th, I do believe. So that won't be for a couple of weeks. And we'll see you on the next one, folks. I'd like to say a big thanks to Dave and a big thanks to Kev for your constant stream support and all of that lot. It does help. And we'll see you for the next one, folks.
Yep.
So until then.
I'd just like to say thank you all, guys. Thank you, Dave, for allowing me in with you.
That's right, mate. Not a problem.
It's automatic. Colin gets thanked anyway, but no,
I know, mate.
Great. It's been great, enjoyable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hope I haven't scared too many people off.
Well, you know, you're doing all right, but then I haven't told them you're a Liverpool fan. Now they're all going to hate me. On that note and on that bombshell, folks, throw throw all your darts at Kev Stevens at Hotmail. Yeah. And we'll see you the next time. You take care. Happy New Year to you all. Enjoy the rest of your holidays.
All the best, guys. Thank you.
Everyone. Stay safe.
Goodbye.
Stay well.